Hey everybody, we are back from the deep. Well, I was just telling the boys I need a little bye week. I need to stretch it out a little bit. Little IR treatment, you know what I'm saying? I played for the San Francisco 49ers. We all get hurt fast, dude. We're made out of fucking rubber ducks, dude. It's bad. It's bad over there. But we're back with From the Deep. We had the boys. We're gonna get Sir Michael Clark here soon. Everyone be patient with him. He's out in the cold grinding, baby. Fucking putting them mittens on and fucking shoveling out some dirt, dude, making sure the Italians don't bury him next. But he'll be on in a little bit. We got Coach Keegan Lowe, we got TJ Stancliff, and the Wheelin Dealin Eric Wheeler in the house. We got a full episode. I'm going to talk about a little bit of the outline first. So, people listening, you're not just lost while we're rambling. We're going to start out with a couple random questions like we always do. We're going to do some NFL news first because there's not too much. And then we're going to jump into the scores real quick. That way we ain't rambling for too long. And then we will jump into our favorite teams with the Browns, Niners, and Lions. That way we can do a little bit of rambling during that section. We're going to talk about who's in the MVP. We're going to talk about who's the favorite right now to be in the Super Bowl. Not to win it yet. We don't know. Everyone sucks and everyone's good. We'll talk about that. We'll get into college football, go over OSU, Notre Dame. And I'm sorry, boys, I don't know if you noticed in the outline, I forgot Oregon for favorite teams. But I do have Oregon stuff to go over as well. And then we'll go over the crazy week of football, who can win the Heisman, who's in the playoff bracket, and all that noise. But first, most random question. Sorry, if you're watching, I'm looking down because I got to read, baby, and I'm dyslexic. Um, Ask the boys if you could watch only one other team than your favorite team for the rest of your life, and that's the only other team you could watch, college and NFL. We want to answer both of them. What team would that be that you'd watch for the rest of your life that's not your favorite? And you know what? I want to put Keegan on the spot and watching his eyes. Keegan never goes first in these. You know what I'm saying? Keegan, what is one team in college and one team in the NFL that you can watch? That's the only team you can watch other than Oregon and the Lions.
Ooh, that is a tough question for me, buddy. Gosh, I'll be honest. I think NFL wise, if I had to pick one, I think it would be pretty good, consistent football. Maybe in question this year, but I think the Baltimore Ravens would be like my pick. I always love watching them play. I really do. I love that dark blue. I love the black. It's always fun to watch them freaking play, especially when they had a baller defense with Ray Lewis. That would have been fun years. But gosh, college, man, so many to pick from. I think that, gosh, if I had to go college, you know what? I'd probably this would be a fun little change up. What if I was a Trojan fan, dude? What if I don't think I could ever get into those colors, but God, being a Trojan fan, that would have been fun. Like the Reggie Bush years and stuff like that. I could have fucking rocked with that.
You're getting no sleep, bro, if you're gonna watch college football on the West Coast. You got Oregon games and USC games, both of them at 10:30 p.m. Keegan's locked in for the rest of his life.
Isn't that weird? I still stay on the West Coast fucking with college. I don't know why that is.
I love it, dude. You know what? I could have actually predicted the Ray Lewis one. That's good. I should have predicted that with you. Like Baltimore Ravens in general, they're also exciting. So I didn't think about that. Pick a team that can win a little bit more. You're gonna watch more important games. Because if both your teams suck, you ain't getting no playoff ball that year if you're not allowed to watch them. You know what? Let's pass it over to you know what? He's Mr. Consistent. He's like Brett Favre, man. He played until he broke his jaw. TJ, um, what is the one team college, one team NFL that you'd watch that's not the Buckeyes or Browns?
Bro, so I think for college, I would have to say Alabama, man. I love the SEC pageantry. I love that every year it seems to be that, they get a couple new ballers that show up out of nowhere, young kids that turn into all Americans and then head to the NFL. And I think if I wasn't a Buckeyes fan, I think I would really fall in love with SEC football.
Yeah.
I already like it, but to be involved and to have an actual fucking dog in the fight, I think would be pretty sick. And then for the NFL, I'll have to say Bills, man. I'll have to
Ooh.
say Bills.
Mhm.
I think they're entertaining. I think Josh Allen got some years left, so I think this immediate window for the Bills would be really exciting.
That'd be some bipolar football for you for the NFL, though. The Bills and Browns. Like you're gonna be Great Lakes. Hey, you know what? The weather's probably gonna match every game if they're
Hell
home. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to worry about that. I love that. Fun fact about me: I have never purposely watched an SEC game that's not a top five matchup in my life. Fuck them. I won't contribute to the situation. I won't contribute to the popularity. When I was a kid, I vowed after Tim Tebow made that shit look easy that I ain't watching these guys. I ain't doing it. I'm Big 12 football, ACC football, Mountain West football, free ESPN, JUCO football. I'll put that on the TV. I'll watch Grambling State get in a fist fight at halftime over watching the Crimson Tide. I don't know why, man. I just couldn't do it. Now Cam Newton days and stuff, yeah, Mark Ingram when I was young, but that's just a fun fact. I can't do it. I don't know why. I don't know. I boycotted, I guess. Eric Wheeler, man, what is the college team and NFL team you're gonna watch?
All right, so this one's a good intro. I haven't really thought about this before, and like TJ, the Bills are a good call because I feel like the Bills are one of those like when you talk about like the fandom, I feel like it's very close to Cleveland's fandom. Obviously, different success levels at this point, but still just crazy motherfucking fan base. But then I kept on coming back, not to get too deep here, but I know you boys agree with this. For a lot of guys like us that grew up in our area are like now we're all friends, so I think we're all pretty similar. Like your basis for like being a fan of the same team revolves around so many of your male relationships growing up. So I really do think it'd be easy for me to like buy into like the Lions or the Niners, the Lions with Keegan or the Niners with Jack or like even the Eagles with Andy. Like I just feel like it'd be easy for me to buy into one of those teams because I already have friends of those teams. I already talk. I mean, we still talk about you guys' teams all the time. So I feel like I know them. It could be like a switch. The Ravens was also a good call because another thing I thought of was like I wanted a team that's been good in multiple decades to watch. Like where I trust the brand. Almost like college football. Like you trust the brand of football. And then college football was tough, man, because I really don't know if I could go to I don't think I could go to another Big Ten team. You know what I mean? Like I just watched Ohio State for too long. I couldn't switch to another Big Ten team and like that wouldn't fly with me. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't go root for Penn State. Like I just wouldn't take them serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and then so I came to TJ said, watching the SEC without the Big Ten in the back of our head every day would be kind of fun. And we may even appreciate it more, but still fuck them. Like Jack said, fuck the SEC. But I did come to I think Tennessee would be a super fun team to root for. I don't know. They're my favorite uniforms in college football. The branding's there. They seem like a team that's on the up and up. So it would be fun to kind of buy into. But yeah, that's about all I could come with. The college was a tough one, man. That was a really tough call.
Oh yeah, dude. College one's definitely tough. And I thought the same thing as you. Like I think falling in with like one of your homies that likes another team, also because you can appreciate the team a little bit. You can ride it out with them. You know what I'm saying? It like adds to it. No different than your fandom now. Um, and college is real tough just because it's like I don't know, you feel more married to your team than
Mhm.
the NFL you can appreciate stars because they're stars and you see the history being made. But like in college, it's like if another team's really good that you don't like, it's like, bro, get that kid out of here in 3 years, please. Like go to the league. Like get out of my face. I don't have to deal with you forever, right? I don't have to accept it. Like I've accepted that Tom Brady over the years was the GOAT. I accepted that Pat Mahomes is a dog, like in college I don't have to. But I'll say, you know what they say, man? Keep people close, keep your enemies closer. I think college wise, bro, I don't think I could live without hating Ohio State and watching them. I thought about this. I don't think I could do it. I think I need them. In a weird way, like psychologically, I need like that one in a blue moon loss for them. You know what I mean? No matter what Notre Dame season's doing, I could bank on it. I could bank on a good Michigan Ohio State game that I've enjoyed the last handful of years. I have to keep my enemies close on that. I gotta watch Ohio State. What do you think?
Can I just say this real quick? Could we all just imagine how bad and ignorant Jack as an Ohio State fan would be today? He's already like that.
Dude, I was just about to say when Jack was like saying he couldn't do Ohio State, I was gonna say there's a reason you didn't say me and TJ throwing Notre Dame in our college fandom either. It's like we just can't make the switch,
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna change into their fans. I'm just gonna watch them for the rest of my life as a hater. Like, I'm picking them as my team. If I can't watch any other team, I'm gonna watch Ohio State and wait for them to lose, wait for them to fuck up, wait for Ryan Day's weird interviews, where he sounds like he needs a glass of water. Like, I need that. Like, I need that in my life. Now the NFL one was hard because it was kind of easy for me to just be like the Browns, just because like I've kind of always watched them with the Niners forever. But I'm gonna do what Eric said. Like I gotta watch, man, especially with the come up. I've been part of it already. I gotta watch Detroit.
Mhm.
Like I've been a part of it. I feel good about it. I feel like a weird cousin of the fandom already. Like I already was adopted in before other people were. And you know, I represented John Kitna. I know what I'm talking about, dude. I can live out some bad years too, you know. And like also the Niners are very consistent. No offense, Keegan. So if shit hit the fan for you guys, like at least I'm like, you know, or if they shit hit the fan for us, like we'll you know, a little pendulum. But yeah, I'm watching Ohio State, and if it wasn't Ohio State too, I don't know what it is. I talked about this weekend, man. I want West Virginia to be good. When I was a kid, I thought West Virginia was cool. I always thought like how close they were to Ohio with like Morgantown, the whole thing. It's a small place but big to them. Like West Virginia needs to be good. I'd watch West Virginia football. Like you got to pick like that mid tier just to fall in love with it. Like, can you imagine like if you're like one year you're like fuck it, dude. Like I'm riding with Colorado State this year. I don't care how good or bad they are. And then like you get to fall in love with it. You know what I mean? Maybe one year it pays off. You never know. You know, some guys are weird. I always go back to like, don't you ever seen those memes? Like 6-year-old you. It's like Interstellar where he's like watching himself yelling, no, no. And it's like little you picking your favorite teams. Like when you had a choice, dude. You had a fucking choice and you picked them, bro. Oh my God. Keegan probably almost thought that this year with Oregon, man, with Iowa. He's probably like, damn. Keegan, you'd been a good Iowa fan. That would have been a good one. That would have been tight.
I can't do Steeler colors. Oh god.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They do look just like the Steelers, man. Shout out. Anyways, let's fucking push forward. NFL news real fast. Burrow is apparently back and trying to practice. Potential Thanksgiving return. I want to ask you boys, do we think Burrow should come back with the situation that the Bengals are in after the last handful of losses? Um, should Burrow come back? He says he can. It was kind of shocking to me. I was not prepared to read that when I was trying to go
I
over headlines.
I wasn't either. And then the more I read about it, I saw a lot of people saying they think he'll be back for maybe the Bills game, which I think is the first week of December or the last week of November. They talked about maybe that's his
Yeah,
game back.
yep.
And then by then you kind of know if the Bengals are out of it because the truth of the AFC North right now is it's still wide open. Like even for the Bengals, like the Pittsburgh's only 5-4, Ravens are 4-5, and Bengals are 3-6. Like that division's still wide open for anybody to take it. Um, so I think that will kind of depend on. I honestly thought he was going to be out for the year because I didn't think the Bengals would keep up, and maybe that will still be the case. Like if they rattle off 3 losses here in the next month, do you really bring him back if the team's 3-9? Like, or do you just kind of do like not a tank but a soft tank, get the better draft pick and don't risk injury with him again? Because that's if I was a Bengals fan, that's what I lean towards. Like unless we are at least 500 when he's coming back, then just stay out, dog. Like I'll see you next season.
Yeah, they always say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in this situation, it's already broke, so don't fucking fix it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? What we thinking, TJ? What we thinking on that, man? Burrow coming back. You know the conference is wide open. What would you do in this situation if you were in charge of him? I mean, who can actually be in charge of Joe Burrow in Cincinnati? You know, like who's gonna stop him?
Look, man, like I totally get the football player heart that wants to get out there and ball, but if we're being honest, man, like say best case scenario Cincinnati Bengals finish the year strong, they sneak into the playoffs via a wild card or they win, the AFC North. Like, do you really think the Bengals are a playoff team? Like, it's going to be like an accidental, like Three Stooges stumbling into like, those mathematical situations where it's like this team
Yeah.
loses, and the Bengals win, and now they're in, and they're going to get shit canned by whoever they play in the first round. So I don't really see benefit in striving for the playoffs, but I see a lot of benefit in getting your franchise quarterback like completely healthy. God forbid he re-aggravates it or it becomes like a chronic injury that bugs him forever. And it's his foot, right? Like his
Mhm.
plantar fascia or something like that. It's like, dude, you got to be very careful because if that starts nagging him for the rest of his life, he'll never be the same player. So let him sit out. Call a spade, man. Bengals suck. Let's try again next year with a healthy quarterback.
Yeah, I love that. You know, and I don't know. It's also just like you said, don't hurt it. Deion Sanders lost his toes from that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was literally what it was. Like bad turf toe over and over again and breaking his bones. Keegan, being a guy that you lived, throughout the Matt Stafford years. And you had a lot of seasons that were kind of throwaway, but you still had hopes for the playoffs. A lot of people don't know that Matt Stafford had a lot of years where there was hopes for the playoffs almost every year in the middle of the year, even if they were losing. Um, Matt Stafford would have came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Yeah.
that's just what would have happened. Do you see it that way in a way, kind of like what TJ said? Like, players are gonna play, and it's like if Burrow wants to come, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'll
But
even kind of go back to the beginning with Eric's point. Like, your team technically has a shot right now. Like right now, like as we're seeing with the Ravens with Lamar coming back and stuff like that, like the Ravens have a very high possibility of freaking getting up there and competing with the Steelers again. And we see the Steelers have been kind of trending down lately. But if you're gonna compete and if you're healthy, Joe Burrow, then yeah, go for it if you're gonna do it. But if the team's right, now I think that's an important thing that TJ brought up is I don't see them going far in the playoffs. You're not a Super Bowl team this year. Like you're not going to sneak your way in like you guys did that first time in the Super Bowl. Like I just don't see it happening this year. I don't think your guys' team is going to last that long. Your guys' defense for sure can't fucking get there with it. So I think personally, you freaking let God, who they just
Joe
fucking
Flacco,
Flacco.
baby.
Yeah.
Let Joe Flacco keep spinning it, in my opinion. Just freaking see how the record ends at the season, kind of tank a little if we're being honest. Try to get good picks to help fucking Joe Burrow in the future. Get no line, get guys on defense, and freaking just start building for the future because I don't think this is the year for you guys. So I personally think that you need to kind of slow it back, let Joe get fully healthy, Joe Burrow, and freaking let Flacco take over for now. But man, dude, I mean, I don't know. To me, it seems like the Bengals season, it's done, in my opinion. I would start tanking, but if you got a shot, go for it. But you're risking the biscuit, man. There's a lot to risk than reward there, it seems like.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
I'll leave it with this. What is he going to do that Joe Burrow or Joe Flacco wasn't doing when they were scoring 35, 38 points a game?
Exactly.
Like even if Burrow goes out there and throws up 42, it doesn't mean the defense ain't gonna give up 45.
Flacco's been killing it right now. Right
Like
now, the
it's
offense is doing great. They should be winning games,
like
but the defense is atrocious.
terrible defense.
Yeah.
Do you guys wonder if there's a Zach Taylor conversation to be had though here too, where Zach Taylor can't afford to have a 4-win season with Cincinnati, even if you had no Burrow? And I know everyone might give him a pass with that. Do you think there might be a little bit of that thought there where I know that Zach Taylor wouldn't tell Burrow to come back and risk injury for his job, but he's got to be thinking back ahead like, hey, I need this fucker to come back so we can get to like 6 or 7 wins. Like I can't have 4 wins going into the offseason. You know what I mean?
It's like Stefanski's situation, to be honest. Like, but also like more on steroids of like you have young players that are ready now.
And you made a Super Bowl. Like you did it once, you know?
I don't know. With that small market, they might hold on to him. Some guys keep their jobs for that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say too, like, I don't totally believe the Bengals have real aspirations, like the ownership. Like I think like if they can win fucking 7 games a year and the stadium's 3/4 full, fuck it. Like let's just roll with this.
That's
We
fair.
might get
That's
lucky,
fair.
you know?
Jamar Chase jerseys going crazy for sale. Yeah, we'll be all right.
And we know already the owner, by all accounts, is a cheapskate, you know? So it's like, hey, as long as if he runs them like a business and they're just a sustainable way for him to make money, I don't know if they have the same aspirations as like the Giants might have, which we'll get to, or some of the teams that have fired their coaches.
That's
recently.
A fair point. That's good too. That's a good point, TJ.
And that goes back to like why play fucking Burrow if you want to run it like a business? Why hurt your golden cow? You know what I mean? Like
and back to the intro there, bro. The Bengals have maybe the most like one of the most exciting offenses to watch. And none of us pick them to be an NFL team because none of us trust the ownership or like the staff. Like going forward, none of us trust them to figure that out. Because that would have been a team that I bet a lot of teams have been like, oh, dude, you could be a fan of them. They have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Like, oh, that'd be fun. But like none of us were like, oh, yeah, let's do that. It was because none of us trust there.
Well, because we also grew up in the fact that like we've seen this before. I remember Carson Palmer and Ocho Cinco and their fucking offense. That was crazy. They had like 3 or 4 wide receivers at one point that could all fucking put up numbers. Like we've seen this before. And that team was better. They had good defense. Like the old Bengals were actually fucking good, and we didn't like them then, so I ain't gonna pick them now. You know what I'm saying? Like as a kid, I thought they were kind of swaggy though. Like, I thought their unis looked cool. Like, I thought Carson Palmer was cool. Like they were exciting to watch. They were very consistent. Like, and we all remember the crazy, fucking longest yard style games between the Steelers and Bengals. Like those games, man, the refs they're getting paid like goddamn fucking, correctional officers out there. Like they're fucking separating folks. Shit was getting crazy, bro. Man, shout out to Bengals, dude. The fucking jungle. Welcome to the jungle. They play that every time. My favorite is like when they used to play that when they were really bad. Like when they had like 2 wins. There's like 40,000 people in the stadium, and they're like, "Welcome to the jungle." I think that shit is awesome. Let's go, fucking Bengals country. And I'm not gonna lie, we're from Ohio. You ever met a real Bengals fan? They're odd. You know what I mean? They're odd. They're kind of like when you meet a Colts fan, like you're a goofy dude, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, when we were doing the team picks earlier and Eric was talking, I was just like, it'd be so funny if Eric was like, you know what, I'd be a Bengals fan to stay in Ohio.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
dude,
yeah,
I
I'm riding
couldn't
the
do that
Brown
for
family
Colts,
out,
like,
dude. Go
That's
Browns.
Kentucky to me, man. They don't live in the same Ohio as I do, man.
Oh, that's
That
Kentucky. That's yeah.
yeah, that's Kentucky to me, man.
That's the
I
only
brought
city I
the
won't go to for a night out, dog, is Cincinnati.
oh, dude, shit's scary.
Fuck
And they
that
got
city. Rest in peace.
that's where the hills have eyes, dude. They got hilly out there too. Weird people. I was just telling them like it was like housewives type shit. I was like, oh, like the Bengals, the owner used to be with the Browns, got mad at them, went to Cincinnati, started a team, wanted to name it after, make him look after. M's looking at me like I'm talking about like, oh, this lady cheated on her husband for this reason. You know what I'm saying? It was freaking entertaining. Oh man. Anyways, you said the Giants. Coach Dayball out. Did you see like people were thinking that he was emotional because of Jackson Dart, but it turns out he was emotional because the motherfucker knew he was losing his job. Like, and you know
Because
what?
that
It
Tiger
just,
belly.
I will say, it cracks me up as I look at those draft videos with him. You know, where he's sitting there like, no, rate the play for me, all cocky and shit. And now the motherfucker's gone. He'll get paid as a great coordinator though. Don't worry. The Bills already shut down that he ain't going over there, which and he'll go somewhere. But what do you guys think? Giants to me, it's such a fucking like a good franchise that needs to be good, right? Like I always thought of the Giants very similar to the way probably kids think of the Steelers now. Like when we were
Mhm.
growing up, they were always 500. They were always fucking in there. They randomly would pop up for a Super Bowl run here or there. They kind of have a similar team now still. They have a lot of young talent. Um, who do you guys think comes in as a coach who would be good for that situation? What direction should they go? Also, Coach Dable is like you're doing it already when if you're already gonna make this decision before the season starts and you're doing it, like I don't know, something about him felt like he should have been fired last year, in my opinion. It already felt dead in the water last year, but they tried. Oh, look at Animal Planet. We like to shout out the animals when they pop up. What's the name of this one?
Goose.
Oh, it's Goose. I love Goose.
Goose. Oh,
Okay. Looking. Look at that. Hey, we're an animal.
orange feline.
Hey, shout out to Clark and his fucking doggies, dude. Hope his dog's all good. Coach Dayball, anybody want to go on that conversation? I'm also like, fuck New York, dude. You guys deserve everything that happens.
I think that Kafka, that OC, that's the interim head coach right now, I pretty much think this is his chance to kind of take that over because he has had Dart looking well. Like, and I feel like if Dart continues to play well this season, then that will be a pretty easy hire for your head coach because he already works with your quarterback. But good to the Dayball point though, too. I also do want to say I do think he's going to be a hot candidate for head like offensive coordinator again, just because like I mean, I know the recency stuff sticks in your head, but like, don't forget, dude, this was the guy that like developed Josh Allen. Like, we can't forget about that. Like, we can't forget about how bad Josh Allen's first 2 years in the league were, man. And that guy, like, by all accounts, like, I don't want to say he fixed him because obviously a little bit of both, but he helped like he's a huge help. And not to McDermott's not an offensive guy. So I do think he's going to be a hot OC name. And I just think that Kafka is going to be probably the head runner just because it's like they're giving him the chance now. Like, hey, bud, you've had the offense like humming without neighbors actually. I think this is just a long job interview, so to say. You know what I mean? Like, hey, there's 8 weeks left or whatever, you know. This is your job if you want it, if you can coach for it.
100%. Dabo's also a scumbag, or Dabo's a scumbag for like running through the blue tent, trying to get his quarterback out there, put him through 5 concussion tests. Like, dude,
Try and give
like
him his own head.
hey, I told you boys.
Pew,
Sometimes
pew, pew.
it's entertaining when coaches are coaching for their job. Oh, you're a rookie? Get in there! Like, I need to keep my job. Like your head don't hurt. Here's an Advil. Fucking your mom took Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just all mad. You guys got any other thoughts on just the Giants? You know what happens from here? They got a good team though.
Yeah, I think the recipe is going to be pretty standard, man, for the situation. So, you know, Dable takes a quarterback. I wouldn't say he drafted Jackson Dart when he was already on the hot seat. but you had a lot of people kind of looking in that direction anyway. So you get a head coach on the way out, takes a quarterback high or high enough, I guess, first round, and then coach loses his job. The recipe for the quarterback whisperer, we're going to go and find someone to build our quarterback. So I think you're going to see like maybe a Kubiak from Seattle, or who's LA's OC? It's LaFleur's brother, right? It's Matt LaFleur's brother.
Oh, something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Something like that. I think you're going to see them try to poach the OC from one of these like really hot offenses right now, and LA and Seattle are both that.
Yeah, it's just like this is a story old as time. Like, does it work or does it not work? Does he get shipped off and have a resurgence somewhere else that's more stable? Like,
Especially because your rookie's playing well too. Like I wasn't a Dart fan at all, but he's played well in the games he's played so far. If he can stop getting concussions, I mean, what's he on his 4th concussion already this season?
yeah, fifth
That dude
test.
just a rail.
Mike LaFleur, yeah. There's
Okay,
a-
Mike LaFleur.
Yeah, hell of a poll there, boys. That was nice. That was nice. That's what we call. That's that journalism aspect to us right there. Hell yeah, dude, the onion. Fuck the
That's what they
Giants.
call me, man. The onion.
Well,
Timmy
hey,
the onion.
my best compliment I've ever received, man. For those who don't know, I was in theater for college. Yeah, it was very interesting. But this one girl, I'll never forget her. She's awesome. Shout out you, Jackie. Jackie's a dog. She goes, meeting Jack's like peeling an onion and finding an apple. I'm like, that's a bar. Come on now, it's a bar, dude. Hey, you know what? Make me the coach of the Giants. Call me the apple, dude. Taking a bite of the big apple. Let's get after it. All right, let's go into some NFL scores before we push forward. Broncos, ugly game over the Raiders, 10-7. Ugly as fucking dog, dude. That's a real Thursday night game, though, for me. Like, I want those Thursday night games to cook like that. Let it slow roast, 8 hours long. Hell yeah, Raiders are dumpster fire. I thought the Colts game against Falcons was awesome. 31-25 Colts. Man, Falcons are electric. If they can get a couple, honestly, like, I know they can throw the ball around, but can you imagine if they had a real elite quarterback over there in Atlanta? Like, they got pieces all over the place on that offense. Like, severe. Like, and I'm a big Drake fan. I think he could be really good, I kind of wish he would go somewhere that's pretty nice. Maybe we do that for a question. What star we'd like to see on another team? Bears improved to 6-3 to beat the Giants, man, to get Dabo fired. Keegan, Bears breathing on the necks, but they're winning tough games. They got to be more consistent and win more like this. But man, looking good over there with your guys' OC heading over there now. It looked rough in the beginning.
It did. No, the Bears have been picking it up a little bit here or there, but I'll say this: I think they're winning the games that they're supposed to win. And what is kind of nice looking on the outside is like some of these teams like are barely getting by on the cusp, are struggling teams, and they're like winning these games barely in close competitive games. So like where we handled Washington and they had a close one with Washington and they had the starting freaking dude. What's his name? Freaking
Oh, fucking
Daniels.
Daniels,
yeah.
Dude. Broke
Trying to
arm.
forget his name after last year.
He goes, RG3 was out there again, dude. Yeah, man. They're fucking pushing, dude. Dolphins upset the Bills. Man, that would have been a rough day for you, TJ, as your Bills guy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
what a weird this NFL, this is a weird one. Like, that shouldn't have happened. But it did. And you know what? Shout out to Mike McDaniel out there, dude, coaching his ass off, trying to keep his fucking job. Stoned as a fucking stone to the bone on the sideline, dude, with his fucking funky glasses on and his fucking mom's pants, dude. I can't stand the way that boy dresses. Like, how old is he? Like, what, 40 something? Like, bro,
Gotta
Look
be,
for
yeah.
you one sec.
bro, he dresses like my fucking 16-year-old cousin, dude. Like, it just pisses me off. Like, I don't know, something about that pisses me off.
42.
Yeah, there you go, dude. People are like, he's so young and energetic. I'm like, he's 42. Like, I'm so confused. I remember,
And he
like,
shows his ankles, bro. He shows his fucking ankles. Get out of here. You ain't coaching no men. Showing your ankles,
motherfucking
bro.
dressing like Tom Brady, dude. Tom Brady cloned his dog. I can't trust him no more, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking breaking news. Tom Brady cloned his dog that passed away. That's a weird move.
That's a rich guy thing for sure.
You know what? Like, I don't want to meet the guys that become 7-time champions. They ain't right in the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something like you're too perfect, bud. You want to cut your life out like a cookie. Like, and you're gonna mold it with your bare hands. Not me, baby. I was about to say, I want my guys like Brett Favre, but no, I don't. Ravens win again. Shout out to Keegan's point, man. They're on a roll, dude. They were at the bottom of the barrel. Now they're pushing hard. Patriots stay on the hot streak, beat the Buccaneers. I thought that'd be the one game the Patriots lose on their crappy schedule.
Yeah.
But if the Patriots win that one, dude, you might see the Patriots with a outstanding regular season record with Vrabel's first year. Love their unis too. I don't know if you guys saw that. Those unis are, what do they call them?
The nor'easters, right?
Nor'easters, yeah,
Was that
dude.
what it's called? I think the
Yeah.
NE on the shoulder. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those look clean, dude. I like those a lot. Saints win second game of the year against the Panthers. Another weird team like the Panthers. They're like Panthers are giving it to random teams, but then when they play someone that's like them, they can't do it. Shout
Yeah.
out, yeah, dude. Shout out to the Saints, man, trying to figure it out. They feel like a college team when you watch them. Like they're just rotating players left and right. Taysom Hill's still playing football. Like I don't like,
Crazy.
Dude,
what?
about the Saints, like, bro, Tyler Shuck looked like decent. Like he
Yeah.
looked all right.
Yeah.
I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, he's out there throwing dots, man. Fucking go Saints. They traded his best fucking receiver, and he took it in stride and ran with it, man.
Dude, I love it, man. They got heart. Like they're a fun bad team. We said it before in the pod. Back in our childhood, there's a lot of fun bad teams. There's a lot more fun bad. There's a lot more like interesting 4-win teams because their players stayed because the contracts were way different. But like this is a fun bad team. Like I can watch the Saints for some reason. They make every game close. They make it energetic. There's trick plays everywhere. Like I love that shit. Coach your ass off. What is that? The kid from Boise State still the coach there? Moore?
Yeah, Kellen Moore.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude. Shout out, dude. Texans continue their hot streak against the Jags, dude. The Jags always like every time I watch them, it looks like they're in the red zone and then there's an interception. Like I swear to God, I've seen more picks. Trevor Lawrence, man, you're supposed to be like the next guy. You're supposed to be like Sunshine from Remember the Titans, you know?
Thank you, Davis Mills, for the help with the draft pick, big guy. I
Oh,
appreciate you
he
for that.
played his ass off, dude. That
That
boy
last,
ran,
that last drive.
looked like a giraffe running away from fucking lions out there, getting his tutty with his long neck, dude.
Man, give my
Man.
boy Davis Mills a job, man. If you're one of these fucking teams that need a quarterback and you're not top 10, man, throw a flyer on Davis Mills, man. I love that dude. I'm going all in on Davis Mills. Davis Mills is a starting NFL quarterback. Let me fucking see it. Let me see it in
Oh,
2026.
fuck yeah, dude. That's the energy I need. Like, what happened to the Kerry Collins type quarterbacks of the world? Like, I need some guys to rotate out here. Like, who needs somebody? You know what? And when he was still there, I was like, he's still there. Like, what a character builder, you know? Like, he was supposed to be the starter for a little bit, fumbled that bag. They went and got a quarterback that played amazing, and he's still just back there chilling, dude, trying to sun him. Like, how do you think that quarterback room works if CJ Stroud was already sunning Caleb Williams right away? Well, I bet Davis Mills says yes, sir, no, sir, when Stroud walks into the room, dude. That's why he played his ass off. Hey, he's getting a contract. That was exciting. Seattle, man. Seattle might be the hottest team in the league. Like, no joke. Like, they're fucking running people over. And then that loss against the Niners, like, was just because the Niners were more healthy. We play them now, they run us over, dude. Like, and they didn't throw the ball at all. I think, what, 12 attempts? And they already have one of the best
Yeah.
passing offenses in the league. That's dangerous. Like that team's dangerous. That team's deep. And you know there's a scary defense when you can't name that many players and they're all young. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're playing like this. Like that's a recipe for fucking crazy shit. People are already starting to compare them to like the beginning days of Legion of Boom shit. Like they're shutting it down. They have a lot of crazy home games. If you got to play in Seattle during the playoffs, good luck to that. Chargers, man, fucking made the Steelers look sorry. I don't know if you guys saw that picture of Aaron Rodgers getting hit. That man's retired. Oh, he looked like Burt Reynolds putting on that uni for the longest yard when the game.
That game was the Chargers was like a freaking like beefy young guy just whooping on an old man, dude. Just like beating an old man. Like you're just like, dude, why stop, dude? Stop. Like as the old NFL fan, like you're oh Aaron Rodgers, like freaking like you're trying to appreciate this might be a close game. They fucking are like both good competing teams and they just beat the shit out of them. You're like, oh God, turn this off, dude. What am I watching?
Fucking Ramsey's playing safety, dude. It's an interesting thing. I thought it was crazy to watch. Like, I think Justin Herbert, like, that dude's built I love the way Harbaugh talks about him. Like, have you seen him? Like, he's a big dude. And to see him out there so young, and then they pan it over to Aaron Rodgers, I'm like, what happened to my heroes, then? Like, what happened? Like, he's out here fucking throwing little passes around with his chin strap waggling with gray hairs. I'm like, no way, dude. This is crazy. Anyways, Eagles win ugly ass game against the Packers. I think the Packers are gonna be like every other Packers team. Like, they're going to end up finishing with a solid record. They're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to run someone up with their money. They're probably going to lose a comeback loss, like the way they lost against Niners a couple of years ago. They just ain't that good against good teams. And the Eagles are weird. It's funny that people want to talk crap about the Eagles, but I'm like, this is what the Eagles do. Like, the Eagles win games, dude. They don't and they lose games too. And they're filled with drama. Their games are filled with drama, and they're kind of like remind me of like the way you look at the Chiefs. Like, dude, either way, if they make the playoffs, like, play them then. I don't care what the regular season look like. Play Philly in the playoffs, and then tell me they suck. Like, they're beatable for sure. And I ended all this with no one's good and no one's bad. Everyone can get it, bro, in the NFL right now. It's every given Sunday, like, straight up. What do you say, Eric?
So I was finding this. I knew Harbaugh said something quirky after the game because our Herbert had like an ankle tweak, and they asked him. They said, "Do you have any updates on Herbert's status?" And Harbaugh said, "I do have an update on his physical status." He took a breath and he said, "He's still a beast."
I love it,
Just
dude.
as only Herbert could, or as only Harbaugh could. Man, he's such a fucking cornball.
Could you imagine being Herbert and, like, you probably had a lot of coaches that were tough on you over the years because they knew you're talented. So, like,
Mhm.
and you always had to take that leadership with it. And you get all of the NFL and you're like, dude, nothing was easy for me. That's why I'm good. Like, everyone was always hard on me because I had talent. And then you meet this new head coach. And he comes in and he goes, whoa, oh my gosh.
Damn, look at you.
Yeah, you playing DN? He's like pinching him and shit. Whoa, like grabbing him, trying to like punch. It reminds me of like 22 Jump Street, 21 Jump Street when he like comes up to change game. Like that's like that's fucking Harbaugh, dude. Fucking talking to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert doesn't have to work hard. He has to push them all himself now because he has a coach out there going, "Throw me the ball." Like, that shit's so goofy. Let's go to our teams, man. I want to start it happy. We were talking about the Lions before. Lions win a commanding game against the Commanders. Man, you guys got a fun team, Keegan. Loved the
Yeah.
like just the dances and everything. Fucking St. Brown got fucking sacked in the mouth, dude. That dude got punched right in the throat, dude. Like, and I love watching. I don't know if you guys watch like St. Brown's podcast. Like, he is a interesting guy who likes to poke. Like, he likes to
Yeah.
be an ass. He's sarcastic every time he talks. He just has that little grin. And dude, like, when you watch him, he's like a little pit bull out there, Keegan. Like, swear to God, dude. And like, when your wide receiver looks tougher than like some of your linemen at times, but your linemen are already tough, that's a great thing. Dan Campbell calling the plays out there, slinging the shit like he's playing Madden. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, what do you think, Keegan? Dan Campbell calling the plays, offense is busting. Let's go. It's no, what do they call them, ass and cheeks?
That's what they used to call it. They
Yeah.
used to say ass and cheeks.
I
It is
think
no
that shit's
longer
so
ass
funny.
and cheeks. It's so fucking funny. I love
When they
it.
suck, they look ass and cheeks. I think
Cheeks.
it's just too funny. Anyways,
But anyways, no, fucking of course, great win. We were talking about it last week with TJ and Clark. Lions needed this. We needed a big solidify win. Of course, the Commanders are beat up, and we did what we needed to do as a team. But gosh, it's so much cleaner, like your point, Jack, offensively with frickin' Campbell calling the plays. I think John before was just overthinking the shit. John Morton, I think he just was overthinking shit. I hated the fucking screen calls that we used to do fucking forever. I thought they were the worst times. Campbell did a great job just calling plays and spreading the ball out with everybody. I love that we started hitting JMO late in the game too when they started sleeping on him and started giving him some dunks. And to your point, man, it all just works through the fucking guys in our team that are just football dudes that just fucking sell out in individual plays. The little stuff that people don't notice as regular fans. Like Amon Ross sells out in blocks. Another big name that I'd noticed in freaking that one is Laporta, dude. Him pushing Gibbs right at the end and all that stuff. Those guys just fucking fight for every little inch and stuff like that in those individual battles. And it was just a beautiful thing to see. I wish that we could have got Montgomery going a little bit. I thought he kind of had a rough day a little bit, but Gibbs was killing it, so it didn't matter. But yeah, man. I think I'd still like to see us also, if I had to be nitpicky, pick it up a little bit defensively. We need to. I'm going to keep saying it. We need to get more turnovers. We just really need to solidify getting more turnovers. Really nice having Brian Branch back in the secondary. That was a big difference in freaking tackling and everything. But yeah, man, just got to keep getting healthy in the back end defensively, and got to keep getting better pressure. Those are my two biggest things.
I mean, one thing, you guys weren't giving up more than 30 a lot. Like the
Yeah.
last couple years when you were blowing teams out, you'd let even in the beginning they would score with you. That's why you were scoring. You're noticing more and more this year that you're scoring and getting stops more often than before.
Now, let me give some praise real quick on this defense part. The linebacker play this year has been fucking phenomenal. As a fucking linebacker coach and everything, dude, just watching the lines, it's so fucking fun between Jack Campbell, Anzalone, and fucking Barnes. Oh my God, Barnes is a fucking dog. He's my freaking favorite player to watch on defense. Barnes is awesome, but Jack Campbell is a fucking dude. I need a Jack Campbell jersey fucking ASAP. That goal line stand fucking got me so rock hard, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I can't even hide it saying it, dude. That was fucking lit. Oh, I got so pumped up.
Dude, I love Jack Campbell too. Like the aesthetic of that man, he is huge. Like
He's so big.
Like he is a big dude. Playing, you're playing middle linebacker at that size in this league.
Fucking
like,
move, dude.
Bro,
dude, he's got speed.
He would have played in all eras. Those are the guys we grew up with, the big dudes. But they weren't. Some of them weren't as quick. Like he's quick too. Like. Last year, Anzalone got hurt too. Like, so if he's healthy this year, and you can keep the linebackers healthy, because when the linebackers started being not healthy last year, you guys kind of started being left to dry.
We didn't have like Barnes all season last year.
Yeah.
Barnes has been a huge difference this year, I've noticed.
Yeah. And especially like when you got teams like, the Bears like to run it a little bit with Swift. They like to get creative. Your defense is going to have to be fire. The way the Packers have looked, I think you guys are going to be fine. But, yeah. Lions, dude, looking good, man. Feel good about that. Feel fucking good about that.
Look great.
Let's move forward a little bit real quick. I'm just going to go fast before we get to the boys for their Browns. I did not look forward to this game. I was on the pod last week. I'm kind of glad. I just did not look forward to this game. I knew we were busted. When you saw every headline, everyone like going to the training room every day, some guys not practicing. The second stringers are getting hurt. Like it's starting to be like a fucking sickness, and also like we're exhausted. And the Rams were really pissed about how we beat them last time. And when you play those rivalry games like that in division, they just want you. And like, it's weird. The Rams and Niners always switch their wins whoever's away. Like it's never the home team that wins those games, man. It's always the team coming in. They both travel very well. Levi Stadium looks ugly as fuck. I just want to say that. I don't think I ever brought that up on this pod. I cannot stand that being a new stadium. Like, are you kidding me? Like, out of all the new stadiums we could have built, like, during the era of cool new stadiums, and, like, we're supposed to be, like, fucking, like, in, Santa Clara. We're supposed to be fancy. No, we got, like, one giant fucking bleacher. We still got bleachers, not suites. Hey, welcome to the fancy bleachers. Like, that's so fucking... Anyway, it's ugly. And the field sucks. Shout out Candlestick Park, dude. That was my favorite as a kid, man. I always thought that was so dope. But we just didn't play well. We put some points on the board, but defense is just, they're sorry. I love what George Kittle said, though. It's like, we got to score a bunch of points if we're going to win. He's like, defense can't play. We're very, like, we talked about the Bengals earlier. The Bengals have a crazy offense so they can keep up with that shady defense. Man, with the way our defense is looking, we cannot score enough. Like, and if we don't hold the ball, we can't, like, it doesn't matter. Like, we have to hold the ball. It's like we have to, like, keep it away from them like the old days of football. Like, you just can't get on your side, like the way rugby style, like the way the rules were written. I don't know. It's cool to see Jennings play a little bit better. Purdy is so on and off if he's going to play or not half the time. So, like, who knows at this point. But, hey, we got a winning record still. Let's keep fucking pushing, baby. I still believe in the wild card. I don't care. I know fucking Mac 10's going to come out of nowhere if he needs to. I know we're going to have more injuries down the road. And let's just make, like Trent Williams and those guys proud. That's all I'm thinking of. Like, let's just fucking go crazy. Let's have George Kittle yell at everybody. Like, it's nice to see Georgie back. He was playing great. I don't know if you guys saw that touchdown he had. where he fucking toe tapped, dude. Man, I love that guy. You know, we talk about it a lot with the Browns, man. Like sometimes, like as much as Myles Garrett can give you a headache off the field, it's nice to watch that guy play when you're losing games, right? Like it's nice to watch George Kittle play when you're losing games. Because the more we kept losing, it was like feeding the gremlin after midnight. George was getting pissed, dude. He was just kept yelling and shit. And I'm like, hey, at least I can look forward to that. After a while, got me a little mad though as a fan. I'm like, well, for all that mad, why don't we play well? Like, that's the other thing
We
that makes me
did that earlier.
like, yeah, some guys make me a little mad about that. Where they're like, come on. I'm like, bro, we're down by 20. Like, relax. Like, the game's over. Sit down on your little heated seat and shut the fuck up with your $1 million. Wipe your tears. Fuck. Anyways, speaking of wiping tears, uh, the Browns. I'm gonna read what I wrote. Browns prove they may be the worst team in the league against the Jets. I will say this before you guys go. I watch a lot of Jets football. I have a handful of guys on fantasy on that team and stuff, and I like betting on them sometimes. Shout out Brees Hall. He's hurt, right? Did Brees Hall get hurt? I'm not sure if he got hurt. I don't know why I saw that. Maybe he didn't. But he came back. He's a dog.
He's done.
They're kind of exciting to watch, like at weird times. But man, Browns, dude, Dylan Gabriel's. Dylan Gabriel.
What are you talking about? He's up for rookie of the week,
He
bro.
plays, yeah, but dude, he plays like he looks like a Make-A-Wish player, brother. Like he looks like
I saw
the owner's son wants to be on the team.
someone tweeted this after Gabriel's first start, and it said he looks like he's throwing every ball from a 10-foot ditch. And now whenever he throws a ball, I can't get that thought out of my head because the shit looks like a punt. Like that touchdown he threw to Jerry Jeudy, bro, that was in the air longer than any Browns punt I've seen this year. And thank God Jeudy just made a play and caught it, but I was just like, brother, holy, or even like TJ, I know these guys may not remember play, but I know you remember the Corley screenplay. That's probably a touchdown. If you see the all 22 film of that, if Gabriel just gives them a ball he can catch, there's literally one guy that's getting blocked by a receiver and nobody behind him. It's probably a touchdown. And he just sails that shit by 20 yards, like in the stands. I don't tank for the fuck quarterback, man. You're at the 4th pick. Do not fall any fucking further. Go get a serious quarterback. Be a serious team. I don't. And I hate to be that fan. I hate to be the fan like, hey, don't win because I want a better draft pick. But I'm like, hey, if we're at this point, like losing to the Jets boosted us a whole shit ton. If you can lose to Vegas in 2 weeks, now we're cooking with gas, baby. Now we're locked into the top 3, top 2. Now we're definitely getting a quarterback. And I hate to be that fan, man, because I think it's like, I think it's weird to be that fan and like root for your team to lose, but it's just like, dude, I'd rather have an exciting April than a 4-win season. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather have an exciting draft and argue about quarterbacks and sit here and be like, oh, they do they need to trade up for one? And because obviously this team can't afford to lose picks. And somehow Gabriel's up for rookie of the fucking week with our 51.8 QBR on Sunday. Make fucking sense. Clearly everybody watched that game, right? Like, and he's just not making enough mistakes for them to fucking take him out of the game and put Sanders in. And I think that it's weird to expect that Sanders would come in and play better because like for the team that's been the most quarterback starved team in the NFL for years, I think it'd be really ironic if the guy that was out playing him in practice was not playing. Like I have my questions about this coaching staff, but I truly do believe that like if Sanders was playing better than Dylan in practice, Sanders would be starting. And the fact that he's not makes me worry and be like, yeah, he's not fucking ready to play.
Well, why don't they just throw him in the game? Yeah, why don't they just throw him in the game if Dylan Gabriel's having a bad series or something? You know what I mean?
How bad has Sanders been at practice? You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Especially because he had that weird back injury.
I think it could be a mental thing because I've heard a lot of stuff that people say Dylan Gabriel's very commanding. He knows how to be a leader. Like he's kind of the most. We all said it before, especially last year on the pod for Keegan as Oregon fan. Probably the most vet guy you could get out of the draft, out of every position. This dude's been through it all, seen it all, played around everybody. So I think that part can weigh a lot compared to, Shedeur Sanders' career of what he was experiencing. Mm-hmm. It's not that he can't do it. It's just what he experienced, what he's catching up on. I could easily see it that they're both going toe-to-toe, both making the same mistakes, both probably hitting the same good passes. Both probably having good moments and bad moments. But at the end of the day, are you going to take the guy that like just knows how to call the play fast with the 15 seconds left on the clock kind of thing? Or are you gonna call the guy that's gonna look at the lineman and be like, "Wait, what's your assignment?" before he's saying "hut"? Like you don't want that. So it could be a mix of all worlds. I think the fact that also, before I give it to TJ, if he was really playing balls out though, don't you think somebody in the media would leak that out? You know, someone would be like, "Oh, I've heard he's went 10 for 10 on the series." Yeah, I bet Stefanski's not even fucking giving him a chance sometimes just to keep the drama down. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, dude. Gabriel again. You're going again. Like, I don't even want Sanders to complete pass because you suck so bad today. I need you to go.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, then you know where that freaking whole organization is going. Then that it's just going to shit. Because like you should be freaking having your guys compete and try to go for the best. You know what I mean? Like you should be trying to compete and trying to get the best guys out there. If you really are going that route with the Browns, like God, I feel bad for that organization. Then you guys are just really banking on Dakin and just trying to get, I guess, build towards the future. Fuck, I don't even know what to say to that.
And I want one more. I'm gonna say, sorry, what are you gonna say? I'm gonna say one more thing as a non-fan before I get to TJ. I just can't trust. It's kind of like some of the points I made about other teams. It's like you're the same team that drafted these guys after already getting Pickett. You end up starting the old man. Then you just trade the old man didn't give you really a reason to trade away. You just traded them away because you got the young guys now that you didn't trust to start in the first place. Mike Tomlin called it best. And that same team now has two rookies. While one's not winning any games, but they're not even rotating the other one, not even bringing up a conversation. Like you started with the most quarterbacks ever, ended with just a couple guys, and now you're only playing one guy. That's just crazy to me. I don't know, TJ. What do you think just overall, just in general? I mean, that doesn't even have to be about the quarterbacks, man. What do you think about that? Just the game and how you feel?
You want my Browns take, Jack?
Yeah,
Do you fucking want my Browns take? You know what? Let me get ready.
Oh
I'm busting
boy,
them
getting
out.
props.
Kevin Stefanski, you pussy motherfucker, Bubba Ventrone, how do you still have a fucking job? We lost to a fucking team whose quarterback had 6 completions. 6 fucking completions and we lose. Do you know how many teams have won under the same circumstances that the Browns have gotten? 225. 225 teams in the same position statistically as the Browns on Sunday won the game. Until the Browns. We lost the fucking game. And here's the part that fucking that sticks in my craw, man. You guys say, and I get it. Dillon Gabriel, he's experienced, he's a leader. Okay, I hear you. I totally get it. I wish a 5'9" motherfucker would tell me what to do. I'll spit right in his goddamn face, you little ass boy. Why don't you throw the fucking ball? This dude is knee-high to a grasshopper. His fucking, you can see his shoes on his driver's license picture, that motherfucker's so short. I know he can't goddamn see. So you're going to yank fucking balls into the dirt. You're going to yank balls to the fucking moon. I'm tired of seeing it. I don't care if it's Shador, Bailey Zappi. Listen, I wear an extra large. Put me in. I'll fucking throw that bitch. I wish somebody would. I'm so sick and fucking tired of this team. Kevin, I don't know how you have a job. If I was as bad at my job as you are at yours, I'd be fucking homeless and I wouldn't have a place to record this podcast. So like Eric said, we're going all in on the fucking draft. Let's tank. Let's lose to the fucking Titans. Let's lose to the fucking Raiders. And let's draft some dipshit quarterback at number 1 and start the process all over. Go Browns.
Dude, when he said until the Browns.
I love the go Browns at the end.
I
love the go Browns at the end. But go Browns, baby.
Go Browns.
That the whole time made it so
my
perfect.
Yeah, we're clip. That's a clip. That's a clip and a half, dude. That was beautiful, dude. Look at it. When he said the Browns, it looked like he was a whole nother character there, dude. Like that was. Look, yeah,
and I'm going to hold on to this because we got some more fucking games coming up. This thing could get worse. This could get more decorated. I might need a box of these fucking bags. They're goddamn lucky.
To it.
They're lucky I don't go to the fucking game. And I don't know if you know this. This ain't no plastic grocery bag. This one of them bags you put dead leaves in because my head's so fucking big. I had to buy the extra large, man. So I shelled out a couple extra dollars just to show Cleveland, man, how much I fucking hate watching this team play football. End the season. Jimmy Haslam, go back to truck stops, you fucking old asshole. Fuck you. Fuck you, Jimmy Haslam.
Oh
Bubba
man,
Bubba Ventrone special teams. They only know you because you had long hair. You fucking creative player. Fuck you too.
you creative player.
You son of a bitch. All right, it's getting fucking hot in this thing. I
Oh, dude.
can't
Oh, that's
fucking breathe.
beautiful. And you know what,
Goddamn
people? For
Cleveland Browns, man.
those of you listening, he put a brown bag over his head. He let him hear it, dude. That is the state of Cleveland right now. That is the state of Cleveland. We got Eric with the cold beer, TJ with the fucking bag over his head. These boys are all in. Eric's finally fucking negative. You know what, man? Clark would be proud of you boys. Clark's gonna shed a tear of joy, dude. He says, you know what? You guys are looking forward to April. I'm like this in April too. Welcome to the big leagues. Like that guy, he's all out, dude. That was the spirit of Clark is here today. That was fucking awesome, dude. You know what? I told you boys, Deshaun Watson's coming back and he's gonna fucking slang it. He's gonna fuck all your dreams up. He's gonna say, yo, let's go on a little winning streak. Let's
That'd
put
be
the
the funniest thing to happen. The funny out of all the funniest outcomes that could happen to the Browns, it would be them getting the number one pick and then Deshaun Watson looking like an actual quarterback again to end the season. That would be the most diabolical outcome for this fucking team. As if they're like, but Deshaun
Oh,
gun us
dude.
off.
And I hope you guys.
I can tell by TJ's look on his face, he couldn't handle it. I don't think TJ be podding anymore, boys.
No,
I think
man.
TJ be
And I hope it goes down like you ever watch like Happy Gilmore where he raises up the stats, you know what I mean? Like the rankings. You're gonna see the Browns get up to number one and then Deshaun Watson's gonna come in, you're gonna see it go down and then down and then down. Oh man.
I can't watch Deshaun play another fucking game, man. They're gonna have to put me in a straitjacket.
I'd rather
I'm gonna
watch
be in a-
Gabriel. I'd
I'm
rather
gonna
watch
be in a
Gabriel than
fucking
Deshaun. I'm not even fucking kidding.
I'm gonna be in a padded fucking room trying to shake out of a straitjacket if I see number 4 take the fucking field for us again,
I'd
man.
put Judkins at fucking quarterback for 3 games rather than watch Deshaun Watson never take a snap for that fucking team again.
Hey, I think it's the football gods getting after you guys because of what we'll talk about later of Ohio State. That's my theory. I don't think you guys deserve both. I think you have it so one way on one side that has to be so one way on the other side. Like, and honestly, I love it. I love you guys, but I love that. Like, if the Browns were like Chiefs territory, like annoyingly good, and the Buckeyes stayed being annoyingly good, I'd have to move out of the state. I could not.
There'd be no podcast.
There wouldn't be. No, you guys have your own podcast, dude. Fuck. We have all the viewers in the world, too, and I would not be a part of it. I would not. Oh, my God. As we push forward, I've got a couple random questions. We can push through fast. We don't have to spin in circles about it because it's going to change over time. I just want to get your guys' feelers out. It's that time of year. We're going to go around in a circle or a square, whatever the fuck you want to look at it as. Imagine us like little kids under that fucking tarp with all the colors, with the static electricity and shit. Who's gonna be MVP? Like who right now MVP? Gun to your head. Mafia's fucking counting the money you gambled away, dude. You got a gun to your head, but you gotta say the MVP. Who's gonna be the MVP? Let's start with Eric. MVP today.
Matt Stafford.
Ooh, I like that one. I like
20.
that one.
He's got. There's. Oh, go ahead. Sorry for being quick.
Go.
Oh, dude, he's got since week 4. He has 20 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Ooh. Since week 4, isn't he off 2 games in a row, 4 touchdown passes in each game? Like he's balling, dude. He is, and I think he kind of one of those guys who are like, Jack, I know you're a Rams hater, so this may not go, but like,
I like
Stafford's kind of one of those guys that could win one, and everyone would be like, okay, that's pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
he adds that to his
repertoire.
repertoire.
Like that. Yeah.
Like we were just saying, he was never all pro. He adds that to it, dude. That solidifies it. Like that's like Eli Manning-esque of winning that second Super Bowl to solidify yourself. You know what I mean? Like that's your stamp on a career. I like that. You know what? Speaking of Matt Stafford, let's fucking go over to Keegan, dude. What do you think, bro? Matt Stafford, dude, gun to your head?
Gun to my head, dude. Jonathan Taylor. I gotta go with what I've been seeing, dude. Especially after this last week, fucking huge game he just had. Oh my God, he's been phenomenal this year. He's my MVP.
I like it. He doesn't win. The Colts don't win without him. The Rams do not win without Stafford. That's a good way of looking at it. TJ, man, you got the Nerf gun, dude, water gun. You got all the guns.
Listen, man, Keegan stole mine. I was going to say Jonathan Taylor, so I'll give an organic answer just for creativity's sake. Let's go Sam Darnold.
Ooh,
give me a shout
like
for Sam Darnold MVP, man. I'm here for it. The boy from rags to riches, Sam Darnold, man. He rose from the ashes like a phoenix.
Oh, dude, I love that. Actually, now going last, I don't even know which one I could say because you guys kind of all like nailed it. To be honest with you, I like the man staff for one. I got excited about that because I was thinking about that after watching them against the Niners. I'm like, this motherfucker just. You ever say this motherfucker don't miss like this? Like that's what I was thinking. Like God, damn. And then like it's bad when you're like admiring the other team. Like, oh, that was a great play call. And like we're losing by like 14. I'm like, oh, that was a dope play call. Look at that. Like I'm like,
I've
it's
never, I don't have a guy that could do that on my team. Fuck.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, man, that's what that's like right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna replace Keegan. I'll get a little creative. I'm gonna kind of off the Sam Darnold train, but I think he deserves his flowers, dude. And if they keep winning the way they are, give it to my boy Jared Goff, dude. If they win out the rest of the season, I think if he wins out the rest of the season, he's the MVP. They may not win out the rest of the season. They're a little fucking bipolar at times, especially away at times. But yo, give me fucking Jared Goff. Let it stamp on him. He may no offense Keegan, but like if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, fine. He goes to Super Bowls, fine. I like to see one random. You ever look at the history books and you're like, who's that guy? You see a bunch of names and there's one name that you don't know. I think the NFL's due for that. We need a dark horse. We need a Sam Darnold. We need a Jared Goff. I need them in tuxedo stand there, when the season's over. When it's fucking Pat Mahomes still holding up the Super Bowl trophy. Now Pat Mahomes might win it too, y'all.
Yeah.
Like that ain't no joke either. Like it or not, you might win. Anyways, let's keep going. This one will be quicker. Hey, now we got bazookas, we got tanks. You got an airdrop coming down, bro. Airstrikes. Someone got a fucking kill streak. You got to say who's gonna be in the fucking Super Bowl. You don't have to say who wins, but if you want to say it, that's up to you. Representatives of the Super Bowl. Let's start with TJ. Who's the representatives as of today? Remember, everyone sucks and everyone's good, so you can be creative almost.
AFC, give me Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh.
NFC, LA Rams.
Oh man, I like it. That's what fucking the commissioner's hoping for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the NFL is ready to pop off if that's the case. And hey, having LA fans for fucking Bad Bunny, whatever the fuck, dude, like that'd be crazy. Let's get after it. Let's switch it over to fucking Keegan. Super Bowl. Who's in it?
I almost kind of wanted to go with Kansas City too, man, because I just got that fucking weird feeling that Patrick Mahomes is gonna snake his fucking way back in there. But I'm gonna change it up a little bit with the fruit punch. I'm gonna throw the Colts in there in the AFC. So I'm gonna go Colts, and then I'm gonna go with. God, I just had them in my head. God, what did I fucking think? Eagles. Yeah, because of the tight one with Green Bay, I'm going to go Eagles right now. They're
over
just
Lions?
still finding a way to win. Even over the Lions right now, they got to prove me wrong on freaking Sunday night. Sunday night, if we beat the Eagles, then I'll change my answer. But right now, I'll give it to the Eagles.
Hey, no, I like Keegan too because, like we said, everyone's good, everyone's bad. So you might as well pick the teams that have won it before. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if everyone's good and everyone's bad, then I got to see who can play later on. Eric, who we got, dude?
Bills and Rams. I'm going Bills and Rams. And Keegan, to your point about what could change this later this week, I'm pretty sure the Rams and Seahawks play this week. Talk about a fucking hell of a game. That game's about to be incredible. Rams and Seahawks, that's going to be a great game.
I like that. You know what? I'm going to change it up. I'm going off of this week. This may not be my answer because I love the Lions. I'm putting an asterisk next to this. But I'm going to go. We're going to do a throwback Super Bowl this year. It's going to be a weird one. I think Seattle makes it all the way through. And I think for some reason, because of their winning ways, they find a way to not lose. Everyone's healthy. And let's give me Patriots Seattle Super Bowl. Ooh. We're going to throw it back. And give me Seattle wins it because it's going to be fucking crazy. Yep. And give me Drake May loses and never gets back. Very Joe Burrow style. I think it's going to happen, dude. I don't think it's
the first time head coach ever made the Super Bowl.
Oh, bro.
Last time a first.
Vrabel might wear a jersey, dude, like the fucking the longest yard. If Vrabel goes to Super Bowl, we need to start a petition that he puts the whole uni on. All right,
like like a baseball manager. Yeah, he's also wearing the jersey.
Yes, dude. Just ready. Got
1 yard to go. I'm going in.
Put the whole coaching staff on it too. Like I want to see some old bastard that stretches out the lineman in the morning, fucking sitting there with fucking pads.
Stop. I'm going in. I got one more in me, boys.
Dude, Yes, dude. Throw it down, put the helmet on, crossbar over top, dude. Everything. Let's go. All right, let's push, 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 push. This time we'll start with our teams first. That's what we like more. College football. Let's go, let's go. These boys went through a lot of hell with the Browns, but OSU keeps showing that they're really fucking good. I did appreciate a little bit of Purdue being up 3-0 in the beginning because that's the way the Notre Dame game went. Purdue's very odd. Like, I love seeing
Mhm.
teams get super excited before the hammer gets thrown down. They're like, we got one play at a time, boys. I saw someone's like mouth say that in the sideline. One drive at a time. It's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, I'll see what's going on in the third quarter. You know what I mean? Oh man, but crazy catches by Jeremiah Smith. The guy's a fucking dog. Purdue sucks ass. They might end up going to the MAC. That's my hot take on that, dude. They're gonna get kicked out of that. That stadium is fucking smaller than. Look up Allen High School in Texas. It's smaller than that, dude. That stadium looks awful. God damn. I'd rather go play at North Dakota's fucking dome, dude, than be seen in that fucking stadium. Do you ever guys think it feels weird to see Ohio State play it? Like, I know it's still Big Ten, but Ohio State's so big branded, play at crazy stadiums at the end of the year. They play in the shoe, they play in the big house, but then you get to see them on a random Saturday at 1 p.m. playing in tiny ass fucking the Boilermakers fucking home, dude.
And I think that was the first. I think that was the first time they played at Purdue since the kid in the window when we got beat, motherfucker.
Hey,
I
dude,
think that
yeah.
was 6 or 7 years ago. I think it was.
Yeah,
So
we
I
were
was kind. I
partying
was kind of.
together.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was kind of surprised that that was the last time we played there, just because, like you said, it kind of feels like we do it every. But it's just you rotate the teams. Like one year you go to fucking Rutgers, one year you go to Purdue, and it's just like this. We the tickets gotta be great for them that day, man.
Yeah, can I start? And before you guys get going about the game, can I start a thing too? I'm gonna file a bunch of petitions. That'll be my new thing. It'll be a hobby of mine. But like, if Ohio State isn't playing night games at Ohio State, can we at least schedule night games for these small ass schools in the Big Ten to host them and sell out? Like, what times are they really gonna sell out? You give me a
Mhm.
night game, and also make it more entertaining. The team's a little bit more lively. Ohio State's still gonna win, 9.9 out of 10 times. But at least the first half could be fucking electric. Got the crowd pumping, like Northwestern and stuff. Let the night games be for the big dogs. Like if Ohio State or Michigan's playing away, I think it should be mandatory. It's a night game. If you're like Rutgers, Ohio State night at Rutgers, that's dope. Anyways, keep going. Did you guys? I didn't even watch most of it after a while. Once I started seeing you guys score, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking. And you guys were putting backups in pretty early too.
Yeah, just another game that they really controlled the pace of play. There's some. I don't know why it's a. I don't know, TJ. I'm curious your thoughts. Part of me watched this game is like Ryan Day just got his Michigan game plan out of him. Like, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to talk down on the game because they handled the game for the most part. I just thought the pace of play was so slow, and they kept on like they were trying to establish the run. They didn't do bad at it, but like they didn't do great at it either. It's just they are really dead set on controlling the pace of the game, and like we're gonna be a boa constrictor. Like we're not gonna force it down the field until we have to, and then when we do, we're still gonna like play stiff defense. Then when we get the ball back, we're gonna run the fucking clock on you. Like we're just gonna boa constrict you until you like can't keep up. And like we don't care how slow or fast the pace goes. We're gonna dictate it how we want. That's just and like I feel like that's been a thing this whole season. Like I don't know how to view it because I know like the payoffs are gonna be like later in the season. Because like I saw Joe Klatt talked about this that if we played Indiana in the Big Ten championship, the way we paid our place this year, like our pace of play this year, all of our players would have one less game of snaps on their legs than Indiana has going into that game because of our pace of play is so slow this year. So maybe it will come to payoff. I don't know. Maybe we're reading way too much into that. It's just they're really dead set on keeping like controlling every game they're in this year. They're really dead set on controlling the pace of play.
Do you think it's also because one, their talent's there to I think Ryan Day's got something up his sleeve that you're gonna see them turn into like the best show on turf by the time you're in the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
I think he had a habit of showing because he leaned on his talent so hard in the other teams because he kind of had to. Because the way the offense ran, you leaned on your running backs. You knew who was good or who wasn't. You knew you had Harrison on the outside. It was just that's what it was. Do you
Mhm.
think now because like they seem like you know who's good, but they camouflage it so well where you don't even notice Jeremiah Smith, the best player in the world. You don't even know he's on the field sometimes because the way you do it. I think by the time the shit hits the fan, he's gonna fucking throw 40 times against Michigan if he has to. No, no
Um,
more of that running down their throat cocky
Yeah.
bullshit. I think he's gonna play chess, not checkers, for
And
once.
especially with this defense, I wonder if we're just seeing Ryan Day be like, hey, like, I don't have to score 50. Like,
Yeah,
have you
exactly.
seen this defense? He's just like, I'm just gonna give like we haven't done this look yet. Like they didn't play Carnell Tate because he had a tightness before the game, which I thought was cool. I was just like, all right, cool. Like he just gets a game off out of nowhere because he's tight before the game. And they're like, and then Ryan Day said at halftime, like, he's like, yeah, he's not playing today. Like, done as that. He's just like, he was tight before him, he's not playing. Like, not force him to. We got it. Like, I don't. He's just really comfortable. It's very obvious that him and Hartline are comfortable. So, sorry, TJ, go ahead, buddy.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna mirror what you said, man. I think they're trying to run as few offensive plays as possible, be like maximize the efficiency and just try to keep fresh legs going into the end of the season when the conference championship and the playoffs start. You know, it would be nice to see them go out and throw 50 times and smack a team up, and throw for 500 yards, but I'm cool with what they're doing with the running back by committee, playing nice and slow and dominating games, man.
Keegan, you were gonna say something before that too?
I just love Eric's point about their defense, man. I mean, Ohio State's defense is fucking elite. There is no better defense in college football, and they can literally lean on that defense. Like, I love the way that Ohio State is playing this out. Keep running the ball, keep controlling the clock, keep not pulling your hand out, and save all that shit for the playoffs, man. And when it's playoff time, when it's Michigan time towards the end of the year, and the big games come up, then fucking unleash the monster and freaking let all those guys go loose, man. I love the way Ohio State's playing, and I think they're going to be so fucking dangerous. I kind of talked about it last week, but it just keeps ringing in my head like this is going to be the new Alabama dynasty is going to be Ohio State these next couple of years, man. And it just really is. Like, and when you have this dominating performance and everything, like that just rings in people's head in recruiting, all that stuff. Like, I just think it's going to keep building at Ohio State. And I think you're onto something too there, Jack. Like, I think Ryan Day knows what the fuck he's got going on there. I think he knows that he's got the Nick Saban situation right now, and he's just freaking trying not to spoil any of it. He's trying to keep it close hand, trying not to get the guys lost in it and everything like that, and just keep on the mission. But dude, they're about to do greatness. It is really right there on the corner for you guys.
And it reminds me a
Hate
little
it.
bit, and I know you guys are getting some recruits back. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer here, but Ohio State did take a little dip compared to their other recruiting classes. I heard Ryan Day even was making that like notable to his staff that's a little unacceptable right now. Like, we're at the top, let's stay there. Because Ohio State shouldn't be anything past fifth, right? Like that, like they should be in the top three the way that things are cooking. But like with that being said, like man, it just also reminds me of that Georgia run where they just win the two championships where no one was going to touch them. They had these guys, especially with Caleb Downs. Like you have guys in Jeremiah Smith, guys grow up in the system a little bit. They were so young. They're so good, but also lean on Indiana thing. The way we'll talk about Indiana Penn State in a second. Crazy ending, crazy catch. But Penn State's very designed similar to Ohio State, not offensively all the way, but like defensively, like they're just very stacked roster wise. They're very physical. They're very fast. They're made to win big games in deep parts of the schedule. Indiana struggled with that, and if Ohio State keeps that defense intact, injuries are always a thing and so forth. And that's also I think Ryan Day's doing, dude. Don't force these guys to play crazy type of thing. Let's just play. Let's get the backups in. Let's just get on to the next Saturday. Dude, I think after watching that Penn State game, Indiana's gonna get fucking rocked a little bit by Ohio State at first. I don't know if it's gonna be the whole game. I trust Kurt's boys to. At this point, that game showed a lot that they won't fall if they don't have to, right? Like if they still have time on the clock and Mendoza has the ball, there's a chance. And I think that's the only type of guy that can put that defense through the ringer for Ohio State. It needs to be a top guy. It needs to be one of the top two quarterbacks, a Heisman guy that's going to even give Ohio State a fit at this point. I mean, Underwood's going to have a time. He's going to have an interesting time. That boy's going to run the ball probably 22 times for 48 yards, bro. Like, that's what I'm predicting. Like, it's going to be a rough, rumbling, tumbling time. But yeah, after Ohio State, man, they just choked these guys out. And like, who do you guys have next?
We have is Rutgers at nights next week, right, TJ?
I think
This week
so, yeah.
Or no,
Yeah.
Rutgers at night is this week, I think. I'm sorry, I'll look it up. My bad.
I mean, does there have to be, and this isn't against Ohio State, does there have to be a conversation about how fucking weak the bottom half of the Big Ten is? Like like, I'm not trying to compare it to the SEC. I said earlier I'm an SEC hater. But, like, there's a difference between playing Purdue and Rutgers compared to playing, like, Kentucky or Arkansas. There's a big difference with that, the talent on the teams. No offense to them. And I'm a Big Ten rider. Like, look at the Iowa Oregon game. There's a reason why these Big Ten players are built the way they are. They have to withstand games, like real games, real old school football games, NFL style games. So you don't always have the fastest guys that can run in Florida and shit. But like, dude, that's weak. That's just. I know Rutgers is trying to be competitive, and Purdue tries to their best. But like, you're trying to be competitive in the second best, if not the best league. I don't know. There's just got to be a conversation if this continues another 5 years. Like, you guys got to get them to fuck. Like, we're talking about eating up, the money. You telling me, and I'm not being rude, but you telling me Purdue and Rutgers deserves anything that Oregon and Ohio State's doing?
Why do you think we play at noon every week? That's why Fox makes us play at fucking noon every week, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because fucking Purdue and Rutgers ain't pulling in a fandom. If Ohio State's playing Rutgers, they're still gonna pull in fucking views. That's why we always play at fucking noon. Except now this week. I looked it up, by the way. This week is Rutgers at home at 7:30. Hell yeah, baby. That's the night game
those
we
poor
wanted.
kids, bro.
Our
Jesus
UCLA at 7:30.
Oh,
What's his
UCLA got
name's
Nico.
return?
Nico's
Yeah,
coming
Nico's
back.
return to the shoe. Let's see if they break
I hope
four
he
helmets
balls a
again.
little bit, man. I mean, I just hope for him he has, like, that Tennessee game, he showed heart, right? Everyone talks about it, but man. Okay, I was thinking Rutgers. I'm like, man, those kids, bro, come on. Like, that 2-star's a dog, dude. He don't need to be running out that tall. He used to be playing Air Force in the Mountain West. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a MAC advocate, and I think these teams need to start looking at different conferences down the road, dude. Let's make the MAC stronger. Let's get Rutgers. Let's get Purdue. Let's get Maryland. Let's make the MAC a powerhouse, huh? You guys got anything else before I move forward real quick?
No,
Austin,
No,
I'm all good.
sir.
all right. I have some questions and comments about both teams in a second. Notre Dame dominates Navy. We're supposed to, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, we're very lucky that star quarterback was out. Like, Navy's 7-1 for a reason. Only lost against North Texas, who's not that bad for a reason. That's their quarterback from Hilliard is a dog. I will say it did worry me a little bit to see just. I saw this backup warming up. I was like, this motherfucker look athletic as fuck. And I saw him take off like the first drive for like 33 yards. I was like, oh, okay. Like, but it's basic ass fucking triple option football, man. It's gonna get you no matter how talented you are. But we fucking stood out. I was a little nervous because we have very young players with the injuries we've had on defense. So like secondary wise, I was like, as a real fan, I'm like, man, if these boys ain't smart in the head, this triple option is gonna fuck these kids up. I don't care how, because we had linemen out on D line as well. Kind of what you guys went through. Freeman kind of sat these boys. That was a good sign because I'm like, all right, Freeman doesn't think we need him. These guys are 7-1. Freeman sees on paper we're gonna get him. Shout out to Navy's coach. He looks like I want to get his name. Um, if you can look for that, can you look for that
I
for
got
me?
you.
Dude, Navy's coach looks like that motherfucker's in the Navy. He looks like the goddamn captain from fucking Titanic, dude.
Brian Newberry.
Dude, you see his beard on that, dude? He
Yeah.
looks like I swear to God, he didn't say a word till the fourth quarter. Like, he just straight face. No matter how many times Notre Dame scored, he's just. I'm like, dude, I need that guy running. Dude, that dude's a dog. But no, it was good to see everyone ball out. Jeremiah Love is pushing. He's looking like the guy. Like, there's certain times I get worried because we rotate the running back so much that I think they're out of just their rhythm. And
Mhm.
Jeremiah Love's a big rhythm guy. But when he rolled over that kid and busted out in that big play, and like we just bully balled him, and that's the thing I want to see at Notre Dame. I don't want to see us. I think the Chad Kelly era kind of left a brand on Notre Dame where we play the same way against everybody, and that's why we always lost against bad teams or good teams. Like, we always had those because we just what you're getting. I really like that Marcus Freeman just has these moments where it's like, I'm not gonna just run the ball against these guys and do all this. I'm gonna air it out because we have a 6'4" wide receiver and we're going against Navy and they don't have anybody to cover him. That's the type of shit I want to see. That I've heard a lot of rumors that's kind of what the Northern Illinois coach has instilled into Freeman ever since they lost. Like, that was their conversation. He goes, bro, you can't just run the ball and just expect us not to game plan for Jeremiah Love like the whole time. And shout out fucking Derek Carr. that kid just shows himself every time. I don't care if it's just Navy. So
Derek, huh?
not
Derek
Derek
Carr.
Carr, my bad, CJ Carr.
Yeah,
It was so you know what made me laugh and say that is because it made me think of what you were saying, texting us. What he
American
looks,
History X.
yeah, dude. And I thought bald head, and then I thought Derek Carr's bald head because he kind of looks like that. Yeah, fuck me up. Anyway, CJ, dude, he's a dog. I was explaining to people while we were watching the game. I'm like, I'm really excited for this year, but because we have Love, we have the other pieces. But man, that's the type of guy I want for the next 3 years. Like that's the type of
Mhm.
guy I want throwing the ball. I used to watch Ohio State and get really intimidated by their DBs as a Notre Dame fan because I'm like, dude, how the fuck if we play against them, how the fuck we gonna do any of this? But when you have a guy like CJ, it's like, you know what? He might throw an interception, make us lose the game in the playoffs. But god damn it, he also might make that throw against that SEC safety, that fucking, Downs or anybody. Like you need someone that could just sling it if you're gonna survive. Um, I think we're gonna be pretty good. Our rest of our schedule is just kind of cake. But we have our last hard game next week. Game day, baby. Pitt. I'm scared about this one. I've watched a lot of Pitt games this year. They don't go away easy. That team is crazy. I don't remember. I think his last name is Brown. They had that one like dual threat running back wide receiver kid that's really
Gotcha.
really good for Pitt. Um, really good, like sneaky draft guy. Like this guy is like one of the guys that people have to look at. He had a great game against West Virginia as well. Like they can go into overtime and win games. We're playing at Pitt. That's not good. And I want to touch on just. I'm not gonna go deep on it. I told myself I wouldn't. But there's all this talk about Notre Dame joint conferences and all this talk about who Notre Dame is, and it's like, man, the one thing that people do not consider is when Notre Dame comes to town, especially we have a rivalry with Pitt. That's an official rivalry. When Notre Dame comes into town, game days there, that is a recipe for a rough game for Notre Dame. The fans are going to be intact. You're going to see Heinz Field. I'm not calling it its new name. You're going to see Heinz Field packed to the fucking brim. Um, I don't know. It's just one of those games, man. When I was younger, I went to that game in 2012 where they went to 3 overtimes, and Everett Golson won it for us against Pitt. Like Pitt just has our number. It's just one of those things. So let's see what happens. But if we can get through that, we're good. We make the playoffs. Fuck everybody, dude. The committee loves us. I'm not gonna. They do. Like I was a little worried. Like maybe AP had a little bit too much say with Notre Dame because the AP poll loves Notre Dame. Like I'm not. I know that's biased. I know fans hate us for that. The press loves Notre Dame. It's very cowboy-esque, you know what I'm saying? But the committee, I was like, man, if they see some of our holes, like they just might think we're a 6-2 team or whatever it was. You know what I mean? 7-2 now, like, nah, we're good. Offense is playing electric, defense is looking good. Let's get a good fucking game. Indiana looked like they're fucking beatable. Give me Indiana, baby. That's what I've been saying. Let Ohio State fucking burn them to the ground. Let the SEC have a crazy ass fucking championship game. Let a couple other teams get some buys. Let Indiana look like shit. Fuck yeah,
Yep.
dude. Fuck yeah. All right, Keegan, let's get to you. Enough of my rambling. Dude, Oregon, Iowa, one of my favorite games I've watched in a long time. I love a good rain game where it looks like it's nighttime on the field. Like, I think aesthetically, that just looks so crispy. It's one of those games you want to be at. Iowa fucking football. I was a little nervous for you guys because if Iowa was going to win, it was going to be a game like that. Sorry if I cut you guys off. If you got anything about Notre Dame, but I want to get to Oregon real quick before I get to my questions about Notre Dame Ohio State for the playoff. Because I forgot about Oregon for a second. Sorry, Keegan. Even though I watched every play of that game. But you guys pulled through, bro. And that Dante Moore kid really showed that he could play clutch as well. Very similar game to Mendoza. I know a lot of people have been talking about that. But man, I wasn't rooting for Iowa per se. But there was a second I was, Keegan. I'm sorry. Because like, how can you not?
Dude, you
Fun to
and
see.
the
Fun to
whole
see.
nation, dude. Everyone in the nation. Like, I can't even lie. I felt like watching that game the whole time. I felt just TJ breathing down my neck, dude. I could just feel TJ from last week
Welcome to the
talking
Big
to me,
Ten, boy.
just right over my
Welcome to the
shoulder,
Big
be like
Ten, boy.
whispering in my ear, "Look out! There might be an upset. You're due." Oh, Indiana just squeaked by. That means that you're due next. I mean, like it just haunted me. Like I was like, just fucking pull through, gentlemen. Just pull through with this one. We'll handle fucking next week. And that's what we did. We got the job done, luckily. We held off the fucking upset and we got the job done and we move on to next week. So we'll see how we look next week. That's where I'm on. That's right.
Oh, did the list drop?
Yeah, you want me to go 1 through 12 real quick?
Yeah, let's do the rankings real quick.
So these are new college football playoff rankings. Ohio State at 1, Indiana at 2, A&M at 3, Bama at 4, Georgia 5, Texas Tech 6, Ole Miss 7, 8 is Oregon, 9 is Notre Dame, 10 is Texas, 11 Oklahoma, and 12 BYU. First two out are Vandy and Utah right now.
Ooh, I don't mind not moving. I know Keegan probably doesn't mind not moving. It's just one of
Not
those
at all.
things. Like it's, little. I'll let you guys talk. I'm a little shocked that Texas A&M didn't get the little nod over Indiana after that Penn State game. I'm not saying Penn State ain't good with that roster. I'm not saying that playing there in the atmosphere, crazy game, but Texas A&M's made work out of everybody, and Indiana has too. But like, if we're really doing crosshairs here between undefeated teams, I'm not. At least me as a fan, I'm not against kind of spicing it up and constantly changing the numbers around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because. But what do you guys think of that list? Well, Keegan, you just said Oregon real quick. You guys won that slight victory. What do you think? Sitting at 8? They don't respect you guys as a one-loss team.
But I'll be honest, I think that is more than deserving. I'll be honest. I think right where we are at is right where we need to be, and we need to just be thankful. Like, I'll even make this bigger point with Oregon this year. We're not going to win it all, gentlemen. Let's be honest with ourselves. We're not going to go win the Big Net. If it does somehow happen, I'll shit my pants, and that'll be wild. I'll be cheering all the way. But I doubt it's happening this year. We just need to be thankful for whatever we get. If we get into the playoffs and maybe we get one win in the playoffs, that'd be great. But we just need to be thankful and get into the playoffs and keep our name up there as a brand. That's basically all I'm asking for this year. Don't have any shit can stuff happen. Let's just finish out the regular season, win all those games, maybe win a playoff game. That's all I'm asking.
Hey, man, that sounds like a man that's had some really good rosters that haven't won national championships. That sounds like a man that's had undefeated teams with Heisman winning players who still didn't win championships. I respect the fuck out of that. You know what? It would be a team like this instead of those teams. That's how it works, dude.
That would be great.
I
Gotta
respect
see
that.
it.
TJ, man, what do we think seeing the rankings? Are we shocked about any of them? I mean, Texas Tech took care of business too, and they kind of stayed put.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty content with the with the list that Eric gave, man. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you could switch Indiana and A&M. I think that'd be really the only reasonable choice that I would make. Maybe slide Indiana to 3, but no, I think it's pretty fitting.
Hell yeah, dude. I thought
I got the
Indiana
bracket pulled up too if you guys want the bracket quick.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hold on.
So South Florida, Georgia, winner would go to Bama. Notre Dame, Oregon, winner would go to face Ohio State.
That's electric for the pod, baby. That's electric for the pod. Let's go. Both of us want your ass. Come on.
Miami, Texas Tech, winner would go to A&M, and Texas, Ole Miss, winner would go to Indiana.
Kind of like that.
Ooh. Man, Texas creeping back in is kind of interesting, ain't it?
I'm excited for the A&M Texas game at the end of the season, man. That's going to be a hell of a game, I think.
I have a weird feeling Texas going to own that shit for some reason, bro. I think they play at Texas, too.
Yep.
Like, that's – I don't know. I mean, but A&M beat – that Notre Dame crowd was crazy when A&M fucking went toe-to-toe. And I don't know if Arch Manning can go fucking 42-42 type score like that. Man, that's crazy. Those matchups – was it South Florida, Georgia?
Yeah, South Florida, Georgia.
That's electric. And the Alabama spice on top. I do want to see, I don't know about you guys, but as a fan, I kind of want to see more rematch style shit with the bracket. I don't care if they even fuck with it just to give us better TV matchups. Like, no joke. Like, a lot of people want to see unique matchups. Yeah, sure, but I'm down for an Alabama-Georgia rematch. I'm down for Ohio State, Oregon, or Notre Dame. Like, I'm down for those type of things. Like, throw the random one at the Indiana bum.
The college football grandfather games, the college football grandfather games.
Yeah, like give me the teams that play 2-3 times type shit too. You know what I mean? Like let's fucking like make it like NBA gets exciting like that. They start fighting by game 7. I want these boys to start scrapping by the time they got to play again. Like one of these years we're gonna get a Michigan Ohio State 3-peat. That's gonna be illegal. They're never gonna allow that to happen again.
Oh, could you imagine that? Fuck.
It's gonna be the Michigan Ohio State war
for both teams.
Dude, if Michigan wins, we might lose Toledo. Like they might just sign off that shit by the end of that year, bro. Toledo's in Michigan now.
Move the state lines.
Yeah, they're gonna move the state lines for the rivalry, man. In that bracket, who's your guys' even if you gotta be biased, dude, I think Ohio State's really good, but like who do you like to make a good run and be in that Final Four? I was gonna ask who's our Final Four.
I'll go first since I'm staring at it. I'd probably take Bama, Ohio State. I think A&M, if they lined up with Miami and Texas Tech, I think they'd win both games.
Yep.
And then Texas, Ole Miss, and Indiana is kind of a wild one because I kind of want to take Texas because that defense has been pretty stout all season. And now that offense kind of seems like they're finding their groove. And I know they have the players to beat just about anyone on the field. Like that's just how Texas stacks up. So I'll take Texas. Yeah, I'll make it fun. I'll take Texas, Texas A&M, Ohio State, and Bama. And I wouldn't be opposed to not taking AM. I just think if it lined up with Miami and Texas Tech, I think they win both of those games.
I like that. I'll go next of just I am really intrigued if like the matchups, if that type of bracket when you come to like Indiana, Ole Miss, and Texas, because I think the matchups matter a lot. Like I think it'd be in Indiana's favor to go in a shootout with Ole Miss, which that would be one of the most electric fucking playoff games you could ever watch offensively.
Talk about random too. Talk about
Yeah,
random.
like that's a good fun random one. I think like you were saying, Texas is powerful, man. So like if Texas goes against it, you saw what the Penn State game did. If they slow it down even a tad against Indiana, they're gonna give them fits. Um, all right, I'll go. I like if that's the matchup. I don't want to. You know what? I hated them all year. I'm gonna eat my shit, bro. I'm gonna go Indiana in that matchup. I'm just gonna go Indiana. Um, and then I'm gonna go. Who's Texas A&M? Yes, they're gonna beat Miami, and who else?
Texas Tech would one of the winner of A&M,
Oh
winner of
yeah,
Tech and Miami would go to A&M.
I
would put
like
A&M
I
higher
like
on
that
that.
Tech A&M game. That's gonna be the game. I think that's where my coin flip is there.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, dude. I love that Rodriguez kid or whatever playing fucking linebacker. Give me Texas Tech, dude. Fuck it, Texas A&M because if they're undefeated all the way through that point, they're due a loss at a bad time. Very Oregon style. That's a very Oregon style situation for a team like that. Give me Texas. Give me. I'm doing some underdog shit. Let me Indiana, Texas Tech. You know what, man? I got to do it. It's that time of year, bro, because there's going to be a time where reality kicks in and the scoreboards actually happened, and I won't be able to do it then. Notre Dame over you boys every day. CJ Carr lights the world up. Him and Julian Stain have a dope jersey swap too because they both went the fuck off, dude. They're the future, you know what I'm saying?
The
Yeah, the
classy
classy
uniform
future, dude. The
swap.
two different types of white boys. Got one with the chain and earrings with a buzz cut, and you got the nice, smooth, fucking wearing a varsity jacket with the slick hair. Julian saying, bro, looking great as always, dude. And then on top of that one, you know what, man? I like Alabama a lot, but one thing about this Georgia team that I find very intriguing is they don't go away. Most of these old Georgia teams used to kind of curl up if someone punched them in the mouth. This Georgia team reacts pretty well when people punch them in the mouth. Give me Georgia in that situation. So I got Georgia, Notre Dame. Give me that rematch all day, every day. Take us to the goddamn chip. On the other side, give me Indiana, the Battle of Indiana for the championship, dude. God, I'm gonna start sounding like Macho Man Randy Savage talking about this one, dude. Sorry, I'm ranting, boys. I took my vitamins. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You know what? Give me that same energy, TJ. What we got, dude?
Oh, bro,
I'm gonna buy
come
you a
on.
new brown bag for my bracket, dude.
Yes, sir. We'll see. We'll see,
Dude, say
man.
I love Ryan Day over it.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. You already know. You just be careful. If CJ Carr got to run into Arvell Reese, man, he putting that skinhead in the dirt, man. Arvell is not to be fucked with, man. Go tell
Oh.
Arvell Reese about CJ Carr, man. He
Now I
gonna
want
get
Jeremiah Love and Caleb Downs to be the cover of the next NCAA, like the way Palomau and Larry Fitzgerald was, dude.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. As for the bracket, I listen, I'm going pretty cookie cutter, man.
Yeah.
I think Bama gets in. I think Bucks get in the final four. Where I'm going to deviate a little bit is I think Tech has the athletes on defense to take a game against A&M. So I think if it comes down to that, I think Tech could pull that off. And then for the fourth, who's playing in that side of the bracket with Indiana?
It's Texas, and Ole Miss. Winner faces Indiana.
Give me Ole Miss.
Oh yeah.
I think Ole Miss in a shootout against Texas, man. I'll take that. So we got Ole Miss, Texas Tech, Bama, and the Buckeyes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like it. You know what? You're thinking with your real brain. I'm thinking with my other brain. You know what I mean? Like I see some of these names out here. I'm not thinking with the right brain, dude. I'm getting too excited the wrong way. Keegan, what's your bracket, dude? Maybe you get excited too, man.
You
He's
know
just said
what?
Oregon ain't winning it, so who knows where he puts it.
You know what? I'm gonna go with you a little bit. I'm gonna think with my second brain, dude. And I'm gonna think with Georgia. I like your take with Georgia. I like the Kirby Smart choice with it. I think he's a veteran coach, and I think that he's just gonna freaking get the job done with his dudes over there when it's like game time. I question Alabama if they're playoff ready with the new coach and all that. So I give me
Their
Georgia.
first playoff. That's a good point.
So give me Georgia with that. Ohio State's going to be Ohio State, so I think you got to go with Ohio State. I think they're going to take us both out, Jack, sadly. As you can tell, I'm a little bummer this week in college football. I just
I
don't
won't accept it. Thank you. I'm glad you're by my side. I need somebody to say that while I'm
That's the
getting
game the
ready.
pod gets together either way, boys. Notre Dame, Ohio State, or Oregon, Ohio State. Pod's getting together.
Oh,
right.
dude, we're
So
getting
now
Hawk hands out.
this third one gets a little tricky for me. So what? We got Texas A&M, we got Texas Tech, and we got Miami.
Miami's getting shit on, dude. I don't care.
I kind of almost wanted to just fucking bring Miami up because I'm like, don't fucking sleep on those dudes, man. So you know what? Fuck it. I'll bring Miami up and have Miami in there somehow.
Oh god,
Fuck
I'll
all
break
this
that internet.
Texas talk, dude. You gotta fucking put Miami in there. You know what? Just to fucking round it out, because I freaking like that TJ took the Old Miss pick. I did kind of like that, but fuck it, dude. Bring it back around and have Texas in that there. Give me the Longhorns sneaking in there and then playing freaking there.
Keegan's got brands. He got Texas,
big
Miami,
brands.
Ohio State, Georgia. God, that's going back to like what the NFL would want with the Chiefs. What we say, Chiefs and Bills.
Yeah,
Chiefs,
yeah.
Yeah.
Chiefs in
That's
LA.
oh Chiefs in LA. Yeah. Like this is that
You know what,
moneymaker.
dude? Give me this too. Freaking at the Natty. Give me Buckeyes in Miami running it back, dude.
I would love that. I think that'd be such a fun natty. I think that'd be such a fun natty. I know Jack's shaking his head, but I think that'd be such a fun natty just because, like, it's just you never play them, and the last time it happened, we put him in
That's a
the fucking hellhole for
lose-lose for me,
years.
dude.
Yeah.
I won't even watch that fucking championship.
Dude, I feel like it'll be a bloodbath. I feel like if that game happens, Ohio State's gonna kick the dog piss out.
I'll watch the highlights while I'm drinking my coffee with my fucking undies on in my living room the next morning.
Carson
Fuck
Beck
that
would
game.
throw fucking 6 picks in that game, dude. He
Oh,
would know what the fuck we was looking at, man.
Dude, I love that dropped right now. That was good. That
was perfect timing, honestly, for the pod. Actually,
that was good. That kind of took care of the ending in a way. Let's go over a little bit of the games that did happen, though, just to get your guys' takes a little bit. I want to hear your guys' beautiful voices, a little bit less of mine. Indiana, Penn State. Do you guys have any other thoughts? Just watch that game. Shout out to Gus, dude. Crazy calls, just wild. I was finding myself rooting for Penn State in general for the players, not just for the program, just for the players. I like seeing them actually cheer for something, Singleton and so forth. But do you think that game's just one of those wild, good Big Ten games, or do you think that game's a little concerning for Indiana?
I think Penn State dragged him into deep water to start the game, and my favorite part of watching that game was seeing Mendoza in that 2-minute drill, because I think that's when you talk like draft process. Those are the moments you look for. And kind of like Jack had a good caller with Dante Mogo, kind of like a similar game like that. That's when you look back on the season, the stats weren't there today, but that last drive kind of changes the entire way you looked at that game for him because they went out and did it. And that's probably catch of the year at this point. With what was on the line, he did that. That was an insane catch. And like Gus Johnson's call, just the best ever. God, I love that. He's losing his mind.
Him excited even before. He was the only guy that. So the play before they had the flag, everyone's standing up. Mendoza decides still to throw it down the middle. Gus ain't even paying attention to none. He's just like, down the middle, he almost said touchdown. He's like, oh, wait, there's a flag. I'm like, bro, Jesus Christ, dude. You imagine what his wife hears, bro?
Yeah.
Golly, that guy's going to have a heart attack in the booth, man.
You got TJ... barbecue back there?
His nickname for his nut. That'd be fun to know.
Oh my God, this is a wild one today, baby. I love it. That's fucking awesome. They look like though, I'm like, these are the teams that are supposed to compete with Ohio State. And I'm not a big like I said, I'm Ohio State hater appreciator, baby. I look at stats and facts. Wow, State looks like their father. Like they don't look like the same teams. I'm like, you guys look lost. Even like Indiana after a while was like, oh, there's a flag. They didn't even get the playoff. I'm like, bro, Julian Sain would have said, slap, give me that bitch. Like they would have just took off. And then like right after that, Indiana throws some wild ass screen. And I'm like, yo, Ohio State would have said, fuck it, dude. 23 dive. We're fucking going straight ahead, boys. We don't know what's going on until we do. That's the difference with good coaching. I notice even with Kirby Smart does that, man. You don't know what's going on until you do. And some of these coaches think that they got their script ready and they're going to stick to it. And it's like, you can really tell in college where they're like, yo, scratch what that was. Go back to the old shit. Let's finish the game and go home. Like
Yeah.
that's, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it.
You know what
Um,
I love real quick on the Indiana game? There so on the 2 minute on the drive, there was a throw to the sideline that Mendoza made contested, kind of a back shoulder like jumping catch. And the dude that fucking caught that ball, like forgive me, I don't know his name. Skeeter Donnelly. Skeeter Donnelly goes up and
Charlie
catches
Becker,
his
I
fuck
got you right here. Charlie
Charlie
Becker.
Becker. Even
Skeeter
better, man.
Donnelly, dude. Shout out.
Skeeter
That's
Donnelly,
what
man.
you
So one of these fucking guys, man.
I'm making a
So,
creative player with that one.
bro, he had 7 career catches up to that game and had 7 career catches during that game. Like
Oh
he caught
shit.
7 balls during that game, and the fact that they went to this dude in crunch time to moss a defender was fucking magic. As soon as I saw that, I was positive they were winning. There was something in the cards that they were going to win that game, and that's a big boy drive by Mendoza. Big boy throws over the middle, man. He was poised and dotting them up on the game-winning drive, man. And what a fucking catch! What a catch! I can't even, it's unfathomable to me that a human being can move their body with such precision to get a
Mhm.
foot down like that. And Gus Johnson, man, listen, I love Gus. He's in my opinion, Gus and Joel Klatt are the best commentator duo doing it. I don't want to hear Musburger, Herb Street, or any of these guys. Those are the best two doing it today. And I don't want to hear a single fucking thing about how much Gus Johnson loves Ohio State. He's an outspoken Michigan fan, and that's facts. If you don't know, fucking Google it. That's facts. So I don't want to hear that Gus Johnson's bad just because he glazes Ohio State. He glazes every fucking good team, and he's an outspoken Michigan fan.
Hell yeah, that's what we call a real hater appreciator. What are you gonna say, Eric?
I just wanted to add too on this Indiana game because we didn't bring it up. Indiana was missing their best receiver too. Elijah Surratt didn't play. I just feel like none of us mentioned that. We probably just I just wanted to get it in there so that we covered our fucking P's and Q's because maybe the game's different if Mendoza has his number one receiver all season playing too. But if he, like TJ said, that guy was eating too. He had a couple impressive ass catches on Saturday, man. Like every time he called him, I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Like I heard his name all season. I looked, I was like, oh yeah, there's a reason I haven't heard his name yet. Like then he goes out and does that in the biggest game of the season for them because they had to route him, like come back for it.
Yeah, in college that makes a big difference. Like, or go to the Oregon game. Another we were talking about similar game. Oregon, dude, Keegan, you guys are losing everybody right now. Receiver.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, we're beat up like last year's Detroit Lions team, dude. It's just losing everybody left and right.
Everyone, like you guys are going on like third, fourth string starting right now at wide receiver, and that makes a big difference. People are like, oh, they couldn't throw the ball. I'm like, yeah, it's raining, and these guys haven't been on the field before. Like, what? Shit gets crazy. Texas Tech stomps BYU. That's a little embarrassing in a way, but I love games like that. I love the separators. You know, the ones that are just like, get the fuck out of my way. You're the bug. I'm the windshield. Let's play some football. That's what that felt like. One of the coolest uniform sets I've seen all year. Texas Tech.
Mhm.
That was crispy. The atmosphere was crispy. That was nice. Um, Vandy, man, really gave it to Auburn, putting up some points. We said that they're one of the teams that are out, right, of the playoff.
Mhm.
They're interesting. If they do make it in, man, give me like a cool matchup with like an Indiana. Two gritty ass teams that think that everyone shits on them. Also, like this is where I get, and I'm not being disrespectful. I think Vandy's good and they can give the run. I think they could give OSU a run for their money for a half, Notre Dame a run for their money for a full game. Like it really would be a good game. But like this is where the 12 team playoff starts to get a little funny to me. Like I love that Vandy gets a
Mhm.
shot, but like are we being serious here? Are we? Virginia as well. So like we're gonna get to those teams. They were in the bracket before and they lose to Wake Forest. Shout out to Wake Forest, upsetting everybody. Like I love that. Um, but like we knew that writing on the wall. A lot of people were saying Virginia was like trying to lose all their games. Like they literally could not sustain success, but they're winning. California does the same thing to Louisville. Probably the worst week of ACC football ever. ACC is dead in the water. dead in the water. And shout out Clemson, dude, get another dub. Yeah, Dabo's still fucking pouring on the fucking gas, man. Let other people get fired, Dabo. I'm gonna win
Bro,
championships somewhere else.
how many fucking times is Dabo gonna like say after the game that he knows they won't fire him? It's
Dude.
like, dude, give it a fucking rest. In every post game press conference, he's like, "I'm the swinging dick. I don't know if you guys heard me. They can kick me out if they fucking want to. They'll do it. They'll do it if they want to." I'm like, Dabo, you're a fucking coach, dude. Relax, bro. You're not in fucking jeopardy, man. You've been there for how long? Fucking 12 years or some shit. Like, dude, he must have read one fucking headline one time when they lost to Georgia Tech that has burned into his fucking soul and that he cannot get out of the back of his head. Because it seems like he's having like PTSD almost, like flashbacks to they'll fucking fire me. I dare them to fire me. I'm the fucking man in these parts. And it's like, dude, relax, bro. Relax. Dabo, you're good, bro.
Dude, I love it because he has that blind look too, like an old man that's pissed off, you know? Like he can't reason, can't think. How bad and hard do you think those practices are right now at Clemson? Like those practices probably suck, dude. He is not happy. He is pissed. I bet he's telling them. Imagine that you're stretching out and he goes, "You think they're gonna fire me?" "No, coach, I don't think so." "Damn right, they ain't firing me. Who here thinks they're gonna fire me?" And you're like, no one's. That'd be hilarious. Get some asshole in the back. Me.
He's
Fuck
like,
you.
he's like, yeah, y'all boys think Howard's Rock is cool when you run down at it. You should try running up the hill. We're gonna put it to work today, boys. Make them run the hill.
Touch the rock.
In the
Be
stadium.
grateful to be here.
Yeah.
This is where champions were born. We don't transfer. What a guy. We had a coach like that too. Shout out Coach Hedden. that guy.
Fair
Nah,
coach had to Dallas.
Dude, they just reminded me of each other, man. Intense is, hey, sometimes it works, man. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes it works. Wisconsin, man. You know what? I like to think of this pod as a Wisconsin-friendly podcast. For some weird reason, we want Wisconsin to thrive. It's better for us. It's better for all of us. Makes the Midwest the Midwest. What is that from that 70s show? I love you, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? Like, just fucking let it
Shout
rip.
out Kevin Huntley, dude.
Who?
My defense coordinator.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I'm like, damn.
Everybody went, huh?
Ah,
I thought I was gonna say Luke Fickle.
Oh, man. Shout out Luke. You know what,
Wow.
though? Shout out Wisconsin. If you guys saw, like, even that stadium looked like it was a away game. I don't know why Washington traveled over there. Also, Washington's coach apparently is trying to get a buyout for Washington. His family doesn't like living in Seattle. That's literally the reason why, or some shit.
Jed
They're like-
Fish has been trying to leave since he fucking got there. He's been looking for an out since he got there.
Dude, and but Washington, man, like got to put to him. Go Wisconsin. I just got to shout that game out. It wasn't on probably many people's radar, but I watched the ending of that game. I fucking loved it.
Man, Wisconsin's like little bro to us, man. Shout out Wisconsin. It's like you ain't whooping my ass. Don't get it
Yep.
twisted. You ain't whooping my ass,
I
but
got your back.
nobody's gonna fuck with you on me. I swear.
100%, dude. The league's better, man, and that's why I was kind of rooting for Iowa. They're in that Wisconsin thing, you know. Like it's just like, come on, we're all better that way.
I wish Wisconsin was better, man. Like I miss those like freaking early years. Kind of like when we were like towards the end of middle school going into high school when Wisconsin was getting good again for a second right there and they were freaking competing with Ohio State in the Big Ten championships. Like, God, I really miss those days, man. I want to see Wisconsin like that again. I really do.
They used to be
Freaking
big,
having these
man.
Buckeyes talk all big and stuff, dude. I wanted them to get knocked down and pigged by the Badgers.
Oh, the big offensive line. Remember how big they used to be? The
Yes.
big defense, the big, you know. I remember when like Russell Wilson was considered the kid that transferred for baseball.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I remember, like they were like, "Oh, this kid from." Cause I remember he was actually a stud on North Carolina State. This is random, but on the NCAA games, I fucking used his ass on a random ass thing I was on. I'm like, this fucking 16 kid's fucking crazy. Then he goes to Wisconsin. I'm like, oh, no, I didn't predict that. You know, Denver, let's ride. You know, like this fucking Mr. Unlimited. Like I'm kind of glad I rooted for
You
that
get
guy.
some Super Bowls in your head and you got Marshawn Lynch and the Legion of Boom behind your back. That brain goes a little dumb, dude. you start thinking you're the shit.
My favorite is that no one talks about the fact that he could have audibled that call. They said, "Hey Russell, we're gonna throw the ball." He goes, "Sweet." I wonder if Sierra's watching.
XP.
Yeah. And he taps Marshawn. I got this, little bro. Fucking stands there right before he says HUD. He does a Bible verse and whips that hoe, and just fucking misses, dude. Shout out Russell Wilson, Wisconsin. Shout out JJ Watt. Shout out the Watt brothers. Shout out all the running backs. Remember that one year when they broke the rushing record, like back to back? It was Wisconsin and Oklahoma. I can't remember. Was it Westbrook?
I think it was just
Jonathan Taylor, dude, fucking balling out. He's a Badger.
Yeah.
He was a Badger.
Bro, do you remember back in the day when Wisconsin always had that big fucking axe? You always saw like pictures of them and they had a giant fucking axe. It's like, where did you guys even find that? Like, leave that in the locker room. Don't give a 6'7" fucking left tackle a giant axe and fucking get them all riled up after a game, dude. It's like, go put that thing back.
That's what I love about Big Ten rivalries. They got like trophies like that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like you beat a team. They're like, here's the sword. Like, I love that shit, bro. It's a
Or
wheel.
the illy buck, the turtle.
Yeah.
Lord, I was just about to say the turtle with.
It's like, you know the story about the illy buck is that both like two frats, one at each college, were deciding like what trophy they were gonna have for like the game. So the illy buck was a real turtle. They're like, we'll do a turtle because turtles live for 150 years. And then like after 3 years, the fucking turtle died, and they just made a wood one. They're like, fuck, we won't get another live animal. We'll make it out of wood.
That's awesome, bro. I didn't know that. That's some fucking history right there, boys. That's fucking awesome. I did not know that. Dude, let's bring back live trophies. That'd be crazy. I mean, that sounds a little wild to say out loud, but like here's like Texas. Here's the steer. You know what I mean? Trade it back and forth. You know what? I want to just say, no more live mascots though. Like that. You ever seen that videos of that bulldog for Georgia? He is an asshole. Like, bro, these players walk up to that bulldog and he bites every single one of them. Get that dog off the fucking field. Like,
didn't the
that's what I'd
Longhorn
be
try to
yelling.
kill him like last year, the year before?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
Bevo, man. Bevo fucking saw red, dude. He fucking wigged out. They put that little bulldog in a red sweater and parked him in front of a bull with fucking 4 foot long horns. It's like, dude, we've known this since 5. Don't put fucking red in front of the bulls, man. They go nuts. And they did, man. We almost lost Uga. Uga is the name of the dog, man. We almost lost Uga number 13, man. And fun fact, or I guess a sad fact, they're all buried like at the stadium together.
Oh, that's pretty cool though.
All the previous Ugas, yeah. But see me, I'm a Colorado Buffs guy. When they run fucking what's his name around the fucking thing before, and all the guys are hauling ass and holding on to
I
him.
heard it's not even a fucking buffalo though. It's like a fucking like an ox or something, or a fucking bison.
Some shit.
It's a bison, not a buffalo, or something like that.
Like when you go to a cheap circus and the lion's not a lion, he just got a fucking. They just put a sweater on him.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look at this trophy. Welcome to fucking Big Ten football, baby. This is Big Ten country.
Yeah, here's this fucking axe.
That guy, dude, no one knows who he is, but god damn it, does that team know who he is? God damn, that boy. He's so excited. And it's Wisconsin. You see like the beer drinking numbers that was released recently? Wisconsin's fucking doing numbers on people, bro. Them in Nebraska.
Madison freaking goes hard.
Oh, bro, most DUIs in the world, dude. What were we talking about before that, dude? Oh, the fucking live thing. Yeah, dude. I get the fucking live animals away from each other. And like, hey, like Wisconsin, I don't even know if that's a husky. Or not Wisconsin, Washington. I think it's like a different dog that looks like a husky. I don't even think that's a fucking husky you got there running around. What is going on? Like, and when does it end? Like, I want a team. If you're the Timberwolves, give me a goddamn wolf out there. If you're the Grizzlies, get a goddamn grizzly bear. Call him Cheeseburger and fucking let him run around.
Georgia Tech should have real bees. I'm calling for Georgia Tech to have real bees on the sideline, man.
Hey, bro, the Notre Dame Leprechaun's gonna have his hands full, bro. He's gonna be, Oh god, dude. Doesn't like Clemson have like a CGI like tiger that runs around the goddamn fucking stadium like the Panthers do?
Oh.
Imagine being 80 years old, haven't been to a game in a long time, but it was like your dying wish.
What?
Fucking Panther running around the goddamn stadium.
Somebody's grandpa's had a heart attack.
Yeah, you got the CGI. Peepaw is scared shitless, man. He's got his USS Indianapolis hat on. You done scared him half to death, man.
Oh my god! It does remind me. You ever seen that clip, Eric Berry, when they had that for when he played for the Chiefs. They had that fucking horse running around. He goes, "Get that fucking horse away from me, kid." They're like, "You scared of him?" He goes, "Get that horse away."
In a fucking football field.
Can you imagine
Ain't no
making-
point.
Yeah, he's like warming up. He goes, "Hey, get the live animals." And I'm not even being like one. I'm not even like tree hugging type shit. Just get these live animals. Like get a good shot of them outside the stadium. Get them away from this situation. Oh God, dude. Oh, that's funny as fuck, dude. You know what? And then Brutus out here, he gonna have a rough time too. We letting Panthers run around, fucking bees. Oh God, Cougars. Oh, that's awesome. All right, you boys got anything? Actually, no. I want to end with this. We got a couple news things. I wanted any hot seats, carousels here, Florida State. I don't know if he got fired yet, but he's hurting. That's another big program. Brian Kelly having a whole fucking lawsuit situation with LSU. Kind of fucking wild, dude. They're like saying
Apparently, they
like
didn't terminate him. Apparently, that's what they're claiming is that they did not tell him and his agent that he was terminated.
they hate that man. They hired some lawyers to find some loopholes. We ain't paying that bastard a dime. Get him out of here. And how funny would that be that it was just an argument and Brian Kelly just took off and pouted, went to his favorite barbecue joint and sat there because they said that's where he was. Like
He's gonna be back. He's gonna be back from the Keys here in a week, coaching again. Thought they fuck fired me. Sorry about that, boys. Big misunderstanding. Big misunderstanding.
Using ChatGPT for his welcome back speech. Got y'all written in it. Oh, dude, crazy. Dude, so all these coach spots in LSU in that situation, there's no way they get a good hire now. Like, who wants to go work there? Like, they can get a good hire, but like, this is gonna hurt some. I think this is gonna hurt them with like the big names like Lane Kiffin and shit. Like, I don't know, but also like, what does Florida have to offer? I think Florida State's more of a fucking intriguing job than Florida. I think Florida State has some of the meat and potatoes behind it with the money and the success they already had. No offense to Florida. I think Florida's a dumpster fire, and you got to be a hell of a coach to figure that shit.
Plus SEC versus ACC. I mean, which
Yeah.
are you more confident you're going to win games in year 2 and 3? You know,
Name a bigger brand than ACC. I mean, Clemson is, but like Florida State is that's their premier brand. Like, when I was a kid, I was shocked they weren't in the SEC. You know what I mean? Like, how the hell did that happen? That'd be awesome. But instead, we got Oklahoma. The world doesn't make sense. I wanted to ask real quick. We'll do a fast ones. We're gonna get off. Heisman. Who do we like for it? It's kind of open. Who do we like for the Heisman? TJ, you first.
Julian saying.
Julian saying.
I think the good keeps getting better.
Yeah, he does. I don't know what to say sometimes when you say these good things, man, because no one says anything next, and I'm like, man, I gotta follow up, be like, because my thing is like, you know, if you ain't got nothing nice to say it, because there's no reason for me to say anything bad, but I'm just like, man, I love the kid, but man, fuck that, bro. And then like no one else says anything, so I'm like, oh, great pick, TJ. On to the next one. No, I don't mean that. Nah, I believe you though. I'm not shocked. I believe you. The kid's just a stud. I think if he has like a crazy breakout, like a tough game, isn't it weird that some of these guys have to have a tough game to get like a moment? I always find that odd. Like some people are saying Mendoza, this broke him through, but then they're putting Julian Sain at second to him when Julian Sain literally just hasn't fucked up or been in a tough game, but you can't judge him on it. Eric, what do you think?
Sain or JJ, Sain or Jeremiah Smith. That's all I want. I would love to see Jeremiah Smith win one. I just love to see him do that at Ohio State, man. And if whoever doesn't do it this year, I hope they get to do it next year. That's the best part about it. So hopefully one of those two.
True. That's a good problem to have. Keegan, Heisman.
I gotta probably give it to Sain. I bet it's gonna be Sain just because as much as I'd probably like to see it give it to Jeremiah Smith more, just because freaking I think he's the dude in college football right now. I think between having him and the best for having him and then the second best college receiver on the same fucking team, like it's gonna go to the fucking QB no matter what, and the stats don't lie. So he's just gonna keep building those stats and freaking come away with it at the end. That's my prediction.
Well, I'm gonna go different real quick while I'm here. See, my thing is every year that ends with a 5 goes to a running back, baby. It always has been and always will be. And I noticed something in the last couple of games is why I say it more now than before. One, I'm sorry if you hear it, my cat's fucking tripping. Jeremiah Love, one, is starting to break out have big plays. He gets to share carries with Price, so they're handpicking him. But one thing that Freeman has changed, like when the backups started coming in for the Navy game, the one guy that didn't leave was Jeremiah Love. Notre Dame knows what they're doing with him. Freeman knows what he's doing with him when he sends him to it's a red zone play and he's passing to Jeremiah Love when the backup should be in for a touchdown. Like, though some of that stuff gets kind of handmade, I think, a little bit, but it's all with respect because the team is so young and they lean on him anyways and they give him all his love. And honestly, think of how many touchdowns he'd have if Price didn't have it. I think Price is still top 5 in total touchdowns. But I'm just saying, I think because of the light schedule, I mean, think about this. Reggie Bush made his career as a greatest Heisman against Fresno State.
Yeah.
Just let Jeremiah might just have one more game, I think. I think he needs to have 2 more games over 200 yards to really be in that conversation. And I think with some of these shitty teams coming up, a great game with a game day game against Pitt, probably one of the best games he could do it now. Do I think it go to a quarterback? Sure. But I'm one of those guys, like I'm tired of seeing quarterbacks win MVP awards all the way around. I'm tired of it. I understand it is what it is, but in college, I'm really tired of it because in the NFL, you can make I don't even argue that the quarterback position isn't the most important. But I think in college, you can argue that there's other positions that make a bigger impact, and that's what the Heisman is.
100%.
I mean, if you're gonna give it to Hunter, who sadly he's out, right? That sucks. But if you're gonna give say Travis Hunter, you're gonna give it to him, right? For snaps, he didn't lead in anything. He was a good wide receiver and stuff, but he didn't lead in anything. It's just snaps. Then what about Jeremiah Love, who's about to literally have the most all-purpose yards all the way around and the most touchdowns completely? I don't know. That's just my thing. And also, people are comparing if Genti didn't.
Well,
Dude, Genti
I'll
wasn't
even argue
Jeremiah
this
Love.
by himself compared to with Sane, where Sane is leaning on freaking the 2 best wide receivers in the game. Just throwing that out there.
Exactly, and Notre Dame needs Love a little more, so I think that's kind of it could be a counter argument too, right? Like Love's stats get padded just a tad, he gets a lot of carries and stuff in certain situations, but he's also sharing the ball. I'm just saying, I love the same thing with Jeremiah Smith. I'm on the Jeremiah Smith board because I kind of want to see the best athlete win that award because I think the Heisman does deserve to go to the best athlete and player. I think that Rodriguez kid needs to sit there too. If it's up to me, you pick one of these quarterbacks, maybe 2. You throw in Jeremiah Smith, you throw in Jeremiah Love, and you throw some fucking shine out there. Put 5 motherfuckers up there. Put Rodriguez up at linebacker because that kid has the same fucking stats as Manti Te'o. You just need to cut more picks, and you already caught Manti Te'o completely. But also I understand Notre Dame was on the feet at that time. It was that kind of rode the train. It was an Ndamukong Suh era. Everyone was kind of high on that shit a little bit. But I don't know. I'm big on the Heisman should go to more of the best player, not a quarterback. NFL MVP, just give it to the quarterback. I get it. I know the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. Until Chris McCaffrey does something crazy and we're undefeated, I'll argue different to the point. All right, boys, we're hitting my buzzer beater, dude. Do we have anything? Oh yeah, UCLA leaves the Rose Bowl, and the Rose Bowl's they're filing a restraining order against the UCLA football team. How crazy is that? Yeah.
So weird.
They're if you leave and get out of here. They said they fucked their trust up and shit. That's what they said. They said they went against our trust.
They leave it too dirty or some shit.
They hurt our trust. Yeah.
I kind of like it, dude. Fuck that. No tiptoeing, dude. There ain't no tiptoeing around us, dude. You're either all in or get the fuck out, dude. I love
leave.
That. Leave.
Bro, I'm down for it. And also they're going to SoFi now, UCLA.
Yeah.
Which is really disturbing. UCLA should stay at the Rose Bowl. You can't even fill up the Rose Bowl. What the fuck are you gonna do? And fucking, this gonna be awful.
That's gonna look awful. That's gonna look awful.
Yeah.
The Big Ten goes, oh shit, nice stadium, dog. Oh, at Rutgers, we fucking still have high school concessions on the sidelines. This shit's fucking ridiculous.
Start sending Ohio State out there for one home game a year. Be home at the Rose Bowl.
Oh man. Right before we get out, who the Browns play?
The Ravens, 4:30, I think.
Hey, let's throw some fucking random NFL magic. I got a feeling Shadur's gonna do it, baby. Fucking Gabriel's
sticking with Gabriel.
He's gonna get hurt. I don't want him to get hurt, but it might happen. You guys feel? I mean, I don't even have to ask how you feel about that one. I mean, it's kind of how I felt this week. I went through it this week against the conference opponent. It's gonna be very similar, I think, for you guys.
And another thing too is if we get blown out, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's the Ravens," but it's also Ravens haven't had a good defense this year. So if they don't show shit and Gabriel doesn't show shit, it's there's not a good outing.
True.
if you lose 45-10 to the Ravens. Like, this ain't the same Ravens defense we're used to seeing usually. You know what I mean? And I know they got Lamar back, so like the vibes and like a guy having like that back changed everything in the locker room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure. But I don't know. It's just a rest. At least it's in Cleveland. We could go for $10 if we want to, TJ. We can go for $10 tickets if you're free on Sunday.
Or I could go buy a fucking chicken bacon ranch from Subway and eat it in my fucking car. Fuck you. I'm gonna spend my money on something with substance.
Yeah, it serves me. It serves me good. Nothing serves me good like that. That's wild. Hey, you know what? I hope the best. I mean, you guys have some winnable games, but you guys don't want to win them, so we're just going to talk more draft. I'm excited. I like when we get draft talk, and when one of our teams isn't that good, we get into it early. We kind of benefit the last couple of years on this pod where, like, the teams were kind of, like, dangling on for a couple of years where, like, we all were kind of in it still. Now, let's talk some draft shit. I think, speaking of that, Niners are going to continue their fraudulent good season. I'm calling it that because we're going to win a bunch of games still, even though we're not that good. We have the Cardinals coming up. I think we're going to win. We also have the Panthers after that. I think we're going to win. Browns, think we can win. Titans, think we can win. We're going to end up looking pretty good for no reason right before we end the season with the Colts, Bears, and Seahawks burying us into the fucking ground. Fraudulent wild card season, boys. I'm very excited to be there. I can't wait to be slightly over 500 and lose by 14 in the playoff and act like I care. While Keegan does that, Keegan, who do you guys play next week?
We got Philadelphia as the night game next week.
Love that. You probably don't like that. You're like, damn, prime time? Fucking, let's get a 1 o'clock game.
Rough, but I'll be honest, it's getting towards that end of the season where it's getting close to playoff time. So it's kind of nice at the same token. Like, as much as I hate having a close game where, like, we need to have winning games and get into the playoffs, but at the same time, I kind of want to know what this fucking team's made of. You know what I mean? So, like, Philly's going to be a good test. Like, I kind of like watching this Monday with the Packers and Eagles because I thought that was two playoff teams to see it go toe-to-toe right there, and Eagles pull it off. So, I kind of think we're a little bit better than Packers, at least after watching this last game. So, I think we're going to pull it off against Philly. But it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be in Philly. So, they're going to give us their best shot. So, I'm curious to see how we're going to do against them.
You're catching them at a good time, I think. I think you're going to do
really
just
do
fine.
too. I think that we might just catch them when they're sleeping. I really do, which might be.
I think they're a good team that has a lot of external issues, internal issues, and other things going on. And then I think you guys are just a good team that's just trying to trust each other and win games.
Let me tell you real quick, just to make this point, is I think we are catching stuff on the right fucking time with this Eagles. Like catching the Eagles, I think sleeping a little bit. I think we might pull away with that win. And freaking right now, the Packers and like Vikings and stuff like that, where they should be like right behind us, breathing on our necks, man, they really have been kind of struggling a little bit and kind of having some wins slip away from them, which has kind of been making me happy.
Fucking go Lions.
Go Lions.
You guys kind of have a tough schedule, I think, though, this year for the rest of the year.
Actually, if anybody gives a shit, can somebody look up like what the rest of our schedule is?
Yeah, you want me to read it for you? I got it.
Yeah.
So you got at Eagles, your Giants at home, Packers at home, Cowboys at home, at Rams, Pittsburgh at home, at Vikings, at Bears.
I love that schedule, dude. Oh my God. That actually is not as bad as what I thought. We kind of got through most of the hard parts of the season. Actually, if it ends like that, I really feel pretty confident right now with the Lions. I really do.
Let's go, baby. Lions or Oregon.
Yeah.
Lions or Oregon, baby.
Definitely more confident with the Lions than Oregon. Be accurate.
Oh, man. All right, boys. We've been doing this. That was a good, long episode for anybody that's still with us in the end. I love that. You guys got anything before we get off? No, look at him shaking their head, dude. Shaking his, silence. For those of you listening, it's just straight shaking their head, bro. A bunch of Muppets on this fucking thing. No one has fucking words anymore, dude. Oh, man. Well, this is, I'm back from the bye week. I feel good. I feel like Joe Flacco, man. I just lost the game, but I played my ass off. You know what I mean? Fucking killed it. I fucking feel good. All right, man. This is, blow some bubbles from the dude.